I get that, Doug. I get it. I'm not mad at you, okay? I'm mad at the system. I'm mad at everybody. Let's party. Good morning, everybody. How am I looking? How am I doing? What did Mayor Ed Koch used to say, Vic? He said, how am I doing? Right?
I don't remember those.
You don't know?
I know who he is. But
You liar.
I don't remember that catchprise.
How am I doing?
He wanted to get feedback as the mayor, and he was asking his constituents, how am I doing, right?
He said, how we doing? Or how we doing? Let's get after it. That's my catchphrase now. Chris Cuomo can suck one. I'm the get after it fucker now. It's time to get after it. We got news coming up in the hour. We got traffic and weather coming up at 10:05 today, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to give you all the updates. It's a mess out there. It's the holiday season. And we're going to have John from Macy's calling in. John from Macy's is going to give us some tips and tricks on beating the big crowds at the mall this year.
Bad to the bone.
And what are the top gifts out there at Macy's? We're going to give Macy's a big shout out. They've become our only sponsor. Macy's is now sponsoring office hours, so check out Macy's.com. They got wonderful sheets. And they wanted me to read this.
Sky's the limit and you know that you keep on, just keep on pressing on.
Thinking of jacking off this holiday season?
What?
This is Macy's?
This is Macy's.
Whoa.
This is the copy they sent me. Thinking of that can't be right. Thinking of jacking off this season? This Christmas season? Well, try our pillows.
What do you think how do you think Jack Frost got his name?
Let me welcome Doug Lucenhoff,
He's a
DJ
creep.
Doug Pound behind me. We are live. We are back. In a way, we've never gone. In a way, we never went anywhere. But last week was a weird one. We welcome to all the scores of new viewers we must have after our massive success of the Thanksgiving special we did. I'm sure so many people are coming in to see if we would deliver that again today, and we'll be disappointed to find the show we have provided for you today.
So put on. Oh,
It's-
the day I was born.
Yeah, so put on! And
So put on.
we'd be happy to take your comments, your questions about that special throughout the show. I was quite happy with the response, and I got so many nice messages about how
Is this
people enjoyed it.
the marathon that
Not
we did
the
last?
marathon. I don't think about the marathon that much.
Got to be talking about our 9-hour
we,
marathon.
we were here a long time.
I don't think about that
Did
as
a lot
much.
of hard work.
It was a lot of fun, too, by
Yeah,
the
that
way.
was, yeah.
But it feels like it was a long time ago.
It was, yeah. 2 extra days longer.
So much attention has been going to. One of the funny things is people, these lazy, I don't even want to call them journalists, because then we're starting to throw journalists under the bus as a
clickbaiters.
profession. But just hired hands that have to type away and fill the internet with content. They keep saying how it was this 12-hour. Tim Heidecker went for 12 hours. It's never been done. He went for 12 hours, and it's like, no, we didn't go for 12 hours. We just did it for an hour and then looped it. We did the old loop-de-loop. But you could tell. So God bless him. And thanks for the support, Vice and Vulture and all these sites. They've got to be on their last legs.
Men's Health wrote about
Men's
it.
Health was all over
That
it
was
right
the big
away.
one, yeah.
That's the big get.
So we've got a big show today. We've got music from Pearl Charles coming up later in the hour. We've got Alan Resnick is going to be calling in from his bath.
I'm telling you.
Also, folks, if you want to call in, our lines are open. Zoom is available. We're going to try to find make a top 10 list like they did on the old David Letterman show.
Wally.
Except, guess what? The old Letterman show, you had 90 writers sitting around a table cracking away at it, and then they'd have it ready for the show. We're going to write it with you because we want to find the top 10 rock and roll villains out there. Okay?
1, 2.
Who are the bad guys? And believe me, they're all guys. A couple items of business right now I just want to get through. We've got this Saturday, night, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. Our old Patreon's only podcast, Please Let It Be, is reuniting. Me and Eric Natornicola are going to gather here. We're going to go live, and we are going to talk about the phenomenon of the Beatles Get Back documentary and so much more.
When I find myself in times of trouble, oh, Mother Mary comes to me. Speaking
What was that, me?
words of wisdom, let it be.
Is this John Hinckley or whatever?
No, it's not Hinckley.
And
I forget what this guy's name is.
Anyways,
Anyway.
so let me ask you the favor, folks.
Beautiful vibrato.
Someone's on the
It's-
Zoom right now. Someone's on the phones. I know you're out there. You're saying, T, I know you're all into the Beatles and the Beatles documentary. What did you think? Let's talk about it. I'm going to ask you kindly. Let's punt that. Let's bunt that.
Put the brakes on.
Put the brakes on and chill the fuck out. Join me Saturday night, and I'm going to get in deep. And I got a lot of thoughts. I might get a little emotional. I might get a little misty.
Thank you, Ringo.
Thank you. And who knows, maybe Ringo himself will call in, or Paul.
Kids. I'm
But-
lovable.
And then finally, Matt, next week we are off, unfortunately. And the week after that, we are going to be live in person. It's an office hours live, totally non-denominational holiday spectacular, December 16th. We've got major guests booked, and a few I've decided to remain anonymous until the day because we want to keep that a surprise for the audience. These are people who are not a surprise. These are straightforward. Hey, guarantee Amy Mann, Kate Berlant,
Curly G.
not Curly G.
That's it. That's
Curly
all we're
F.
announcing.
But come on
Maybe
down.
Uncle Phil, maybe.
Maybe.
Come on down.
Shows
Get
up.
tickets at officialofficehours.com. I suggest you fly in if you're not from this area. And then producer Matt and producer Tori from Office Hours East have some junk for sale on their website, so check that out too. With me in studio, Vic, good morning.
Hello. Hello, everybody.
God, good. Good. What a way to ruin it all.
I'll work on a new catchphrase.
The pounding.
In the studio, in the guest chair for a little while, see how long this lasts, is Jazz Guy.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, well, I mean, hey,
How you doing?
I'm doing okay. How you doing?
Doing all right. So
right.
what's your deal? You're into jazz?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm a jazz guy. I'm here to promote my buddy's restaurant. That's pretty much it.
What's the restaurant? Go ahead. This is your chance.
Oh, this is it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, well, it's called Soto Mare.
What's it called?
Soto Mare.
Soto, like quiet fish?
Yep.
See, I know my
Well, you know
Italian.
it.
Wow.
How do you know that?
Yeah.
Because I'm Italian!
Yeah. I didn't know that.
I spent the summer in Italy, Tuscany.
okay.
I was doing a big movie.
Big movie.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
So go ahead. Soto Mare.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm helping them run the restaurant, but you know, really, I just want to talk about music, and if the restaurant comes up, it comes up. If
But
doesn't,
it has.
doesn't.
It has come up.
Okay, well, I mean, come on in. You know, we got a lot of specials. I'm basically helping him redesign the menu.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is it? A Italian seafood restaurant?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Mostly clam.
Mostly clam.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's nice. And that's in L.A.
No, it's San Francisco.
Okay. Well, we
Yeah.
got a Bay Area audience. There you go.
Yeah, exactly.
You do chowder or anything like that?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay. But you don't want to talk about that. You want to talk about music.
No, I want to talk about music. Yeah.
So what kind of? So you're into jazz,
Yeah, pretty much. You name it, I'm there. Not the Dutch guys so much.
not the Dutch guy.
Not the Dutch guys so much. No,
No.
no.
Who's a Dutch
That's just
jazz
some
guy?
Bay Area shit, Northern California.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's nice. That's nice you piped in with that. I don't know. There's that. I don't really mess with it too much, to be honest with you.
The Dutch stuff.
The Dutch, no.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, keep that in mind.
Miles Davis.
I love the guy. Miles ahead of his time.
There you go.
That's why.
Well, I'm not. I'm a jazz. I like jazz. You know, I'm not like an expert on it or anything. But Vic, you're like Dizzy Gillespie and whatnot.
I'm a jazz cat. Yeah, I'm into all that.
What do you like?
I'm into David Brubeck.
Oh, yeah.
Dave Brubeck.
Yeah, Brubeck.
Take
yeah.
five.
Take
huh?
five.
Take
I
Why
like
don't you
five.
take five? Get the hell out of here. Huh?
Wow. Okay.
Take a seat. I'm into I'm all the jazz cats. I like the guy with the big cheeks.
Big
Is that
cheeks?
Dizzy?
That's Dizzy,
That's
yeah.
Dizzy with the big cheeks. And why? Do you know anything about why that happened?
Why? Well,
What's with-
the reason why he's getting dizzy, because he keeps, sucking up all that air.
A lot of people talk about Dizzy Gillespie. No one talks about Nauseous Nelson.
Nauseous Nelson.
All right, let's take a. How about we take a
his mouth was filled
Zoomer?
with barf.
Welcome the audience. The Zoomers matter. Zoomers matter is my new catchphrase.
Chesney 90.
Puking into the.
I don't. I'm not. You know what, Matt?
You forgot
With
to
all
give
the
him a-
kerfuffle, I have not signed into the Zoom experience, and I make sure my monitors are off.
Hello.
That image.
You should be able to see Chesney in a sec.
Okay, Kenny Chesney's calling. Is that who's calling?
Chesney 90. Don't know what that
Queasy Quincy.
Yes.
Good morning, Chesney. How can I help you today? Quickly, please.
Hi. How you doing?
All right. Let's just
Excuse me.
set this up straight, folks. How am I doing? How we
I
doing?
really like the.
We got through all that in the
Tim,
first
why don't you
minute
give a
of the show.
blanket how you doing for the rest of the callers right now?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I'm doing good.
Yeah,
Okay.
he can. Yeah, that's.
That's a catch-all for everybody that calls in. I know it's just a colloquial way to begin a conversation, and I appreciate that. It's a sign of respect.
Collect my clip.
But I turn it over to you, friend. Let's get after it.
Thank you, Tim.
Really love the Joe Rogan parody. I thought it was spot on. Have you ever got any contact with him ever, like Joe Rogan?
He called me over the weekend.
This is like a low key
He goes,
flex.
"Dude." No, he was just like, it's pretty late, and he said, "Dude, would you take that shit down?" I go, the fuck?
This shit.
Come on, you don't have a sense of humor. He goes, "No, man, it's fucking embarrassing. You got me, and I'm just asking, would you take it down?" I said, "I can't do it, Joe. I can't do it for me. I can't do it for my audience. It's got to stay up." And he goes, "I'm begging ya. People, I'm a laughing stock.
I'm drunk. I'm high.
I'm trying to go down to Franklin's in Austin to get myself some Q, and everyone's going, ah ha ha ha. You see what the Tim did on Thanksgiving? Ah ha ha." And he's weeping.
Only on Spotify.
Pull it, man. Pull it. I'll do anything. I'll suck your dick.
I need it.
I'll give you my sweat lodge. I'll give you all my what does he call those binoculars?
What are they?
His
I don't
bios.
know. I don't know what those are.
Binos. I was watching one doing research. This is what I do, research for my comedy. You should look up some Dutch jazz guys.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Duly noted. Written down. Okay.
I watched one. He was telling some boring story about hunting, and he goes, "I saw him right there with my binos." Talking about binoculars. I'm just kidding, by the way. Joe Rogan didn't call me. I haven't heard anything.
Yes. Okay.
Radio silence.
I heard from his camp. They're not pleased.
You did not.
Straight
But-
white men
but,
are not allowed to talk.
Listen, people get real. It's the reaction. We'll get to the reactions later. We're doing another new segment called.
It's the only good satire of Rogan that out there.
who cares?
It is. It's the greatest, though. It is.
But
Yeah.
people think
it is.
because I'm making fun of something, it means I'm filled with jealousy and rage and like, no, man. It's just like couldn't imagine what a more like fun, loose thing that was, where it was just like,
Calm
we
down.
should try to like spoof it's just making fun of shit, which is like, isn't that what we do? What do you want me to do?
It's a sign of respect.
What am I supposed to fucking do then? Somebody's
sign
like,
of respect.
you're just jealous and you're because he's so successful.
Yeah.
Well, shit.
So you should be punching down.
Who am I
Tim. That's
supposed
what
to
you
be
should
making
doing.
goofing on then?
That's true.
I have
You
brain
are, but he's small. You're punching down.
Yeah, it's true.
That's true.
Fucking
Yeah.
bona fide moron.
I don't know, and I don't really care. I don't, whatever.
Knowing your own darkness is the best method for dealing with the darkness of other people.
That's the problem. Is that his shit gets so serious. That's what we're
You
goofing
are
on.
not your past.
Listen,
You
this-
have a
boring.
boundary.
Here,
You're not your past.
Here's some inspiration.
You are not your past. You're you. You're you right now.
Yeah.
Like the past you did, you might have done some things you wish you hadn't done. Don't dwell on that.
That's some like
Learn
Dale
from it, that's
Carnegie
fine,
shit.
but don't dwell on it. Just keep moving.
12 habits of successful,
use it,
7
use it as
habits
fuel,
of successful
say never
people,
again.
some shit.
You know, I get what I
Dianetics.
did wrong, but don't think that you're that person that made those mistakes.
All right.
You're the person who's learned.
Listen, you know what? And I'm sure it's full of good information there every once in a while. I don't care.
That's nice. He's got Max Roach playing in the background too.
Reads.
It's nice. It's nice. Yeah.
You need one book in your life, and that's the Holy Bible, King James,
Yeah,
baby. That's got all the answers.
You doing James?
King James, baby. All right.
Okay.
That's it on that.
All right.
I'm sure
Thanks.
it's not.
Thanks for talking.
You got a rock and roll villain in mind?
Well, what does that mean?
Who's an evil dude in rock and roll?
Are you on, Mike?
Who's an evil guy in
I
rock
don't
and roll?
think. Well, I don't know if Tim. You didn't mention this at the beginning of the show, did you, Tim?
I did.
Oh, he did. He did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Jimmy Page. He was pretty.
There you
Yeah,
go.
that's
Okay,
a
we'll
good
put him
There
on
we
the
go.
list. I don't know
Add
if he
him to the
rises to
list.
the top 10,
I'm gonna
but
keep a list here.
you're going to keep a list, Matt?
Yeah.
Okay.
He had
I'll
a-
throw one in just to get things started
Bad
here.
guy.
An easy one, obvious one. Phil Spector. We're putting Phil Spector in there. He's definitely in the top 10, right? No question.
Oh, easily. Easily.
Yeah.
Top 5 at least.
I mean, an actual murderer. Jeez.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, friend. Where are you calling from, by the way? We like to get a sense of where everybody is.
From England, South England, in the middle of nowhere, basically.
Nice. Beautiful.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I love you very much.
Well, yeah, I love you too.
What's the best jazz coming out of England? Is that okay?
Out of England? Oh, easy. You got a lot of guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of guys.
Oh, that DJ guy.
All right. Who
DJ
else? How about a hotheader?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Let's dive right into
There we
that.
go.
I love it. Sorry. Here we go. Oh, I think we have some super rock and roll villains here from Mikey 619. You're on the air.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, how's it going?
What the heck is this?
It's going great, Mikey.
Oh, good. Gary Glitter.
Yes.
There we go.
There you go.
Yeah,
Ding, ding,
that's
ding.
Yeah.
Gary Glitter,
There it
folks.
is.
GG
Look him up.
Rocket. Yeah, you're gonna be going to the the ballpark later. Well, not now, but like when it
You
is,
want
and
to
you're
get
gonna
you
sing.
Gigi Allen too. That's another good one.
You're singing along with the
Yeah.
pedophile.
Hey.
There's words to that
Yeah,
song actually
he's a
too.
bad one.
All right. Hey, we
He's
should get
got
to the
good
city of the
songs,
day
though.
real quick. City of the day is. City of the day is brought to you by.
There we go.
I still on.
Well, hold on.
City of the day is brought to you by the Jim Brewery. Has working out always been a chore and a bore? And you don't want to do it no more? Well, you don't have to, man. Crack a brew. This gym's for you. As you're already well aware, former SNL funny man, Jim Brewer, has always dreamt of creating an exercise facility that incorporates his love of drinking ice-cold beer. Jim's lifelong dream has finally come true, and his dream now resides in New Brunswick, New Jersey, inside the former Pizza Hut building across the street from the world-famous Stress Factory Comedy Club. It's the building caddy corner, the 24-hour Rite Aid just before the vacant strip mall. Ladies and gentlemen, didn't I ask you guys to cut this down? Why do we have to get it?
This is cut in half.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jim Brewer presents the Jim Brewery. Heave yourself into the Brewerverse
Bruniverse.
Bruniverse at the first ever beer hall / fitness club that encourages you to gain pounds while you chug ale. And here's the coolest part. Your personal instructor is none other than a hologram of Jim in character as Goat Boy. The Goat Boy artificial intelligence hologram will whip you into shape with his intense 30-minute facial stretching and tongue exercises and then beat you at beer pong. And it goes without saying, anyone is welcome at the Jim Brewery. We're not going to discriminate here. Simply prove you are unvaccinated upon entering and you're good to go. Jim, we'll see you tonight at the Stress Factory. And you ever see any comedy at the Stress Factory out there in New Brunswick, New Jersey, or jazz?
Oh, yeah.
And then he'll be dropping on and Then have you dropping in on an IPA rowing machine class at the gym brewery. Okay, poorly written, boys.
That was all me.
That's
nice.
a mess.
All right, Bradley Young.
Doug, you just threw your hands up at that? You didn't come in there with a fine-tooth comb?
Well,
I know you gave rope.
I
You gave
trimmed.
Vic.
I made a trim, but like
You know what
I
you
thought
did?
it was. I
You-
thought it was
was all
fine.
right.
You gave Vic the rope to hang himself, didn't you?
Well, I figured you're just gonna read it with like, you know,
Mistakes and like
just
stay-
like you're just
I read
gonna
commenting
like.
over
All right,
lines.
who is
and
the
that's
city
all
of the
right.
day?
Bradley.
Man?
Bradley.
Yes.
Bradley.
There's no winning, you know what
Right,
I
you
mean?
can't
Bradley.
Even if it's great.
Right.
What you
that's
got on your
gonna
head
get-
there? Shut up. What's on the head there, Bradley?
You like my hat? My nan made it for me.
You're what?
My nan, she felted it for me.
Should we just go over to England and do the show there?
You gotta
it
go.
is-
You
it's
gotta do the
everybody.
show the
No,
road.
I'm
Yeah,
in
this is great.
Australia.
They're all there.
It's crazy.
Oh, where are you?
In Australia.
Well, either that or
You
whatever.
know the other one. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Do you know the city?
Yeah, go ahead.
Melbourne.
Melbourne. Beautiful.
Melbourne.
Melbourne,
But
man.
the locality is actually Brunswick East. Even more fancy.
Now, are you a Hawks guy?
No, magpies.
Magpies, okay. That's Australian
Also-
football for everybody that doesn't know much about anything.
AFL. Tim, how do you know about that?
Well, I know everything. My
Well,
good friend
fair
is a Hawks supporter. Simone
He's a
Turkey,
fool.
she. Don't jump
She's
to
a
the
fool.
conclusion that all sports.
It's a bit of a
fans are
Boise, it's pretty
men.
Boise, the old AFL.
That would be Idaho, my friend.
This Simone Turkington, the great illusionist, is a big Hawks supporter. I'm
Oh, I
a big
saw
Hawks
this
supporter.
weekend.
The band formation of the band was known as the Hawks.
What's his name? Who's from the band? Ronnie Hawkins?
Yeah, Ronnie Hawkins.
There we go.
Ronnie Hawkins and the
Fair
Hawks. That's what they were called before they became the band.
I saw Simone this weekend at the Magic Castle. She was great.
Terrific. Go see Magic Castle. Go see Magic Alex.
I want to
From
go
the
so
Beatles.
bad. I want to go so bad.
To the Magic Castle.
Yeah, I want to go.
Yeah, you should.
I'm only in town for the weekend.
Okay. Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
What are you doing in town?
Promoting So Tomorrow.
Okay, I didn't know that.
I've got
So
a
you're down
problem
in
for you
LA to
guys.
promote the restaurant up in San Francisco.
Yeah. I took the bus. I'm gonna take the bus back. You know,
right,
got
well,
limited
thank-
time, but
Great to have you here.
thank you.
If I can ask,
Yes.
did you ever have specific crockery when you were growing up? Did your parents ever own very specific crockery?
That is a great question.
Because mine did. You know, it's
I'm
very close
so
to my heart.
surprised to find out that this was leading somewhere.
Crockery.
Dismissed.
What can you describe the crockery you grew up with? That
I
you,
can show it to you right now.
Oh, you still
Check
have
out.
it?
Like a crock pot kind of thing.
Like cookware.
Oh, my
Wait, a
in-laws
plate is
have that.
crockery?
Ain't that
My
China?
in-laws have that exact
Yeah.
china. Yeah.
I think I have that plate too, but in a different color.
Here
We
go.
had a
Well,
nice,
there's
we had
more.
a
There's
somewhat
more.
nice collection that was given to us by our neighbors when they died, or they died and were moving. I don't know how it worked out. It was not.
So I've just moved
fancy stuff.
house. And I'm asking, what do I do with the crockery? I can't keep it here. Do I
Smash it
sell
up
it?
against the wall.
Set
Do I
set it out
smash
in
it?
the
I'm
curb.
thinking about that as well.
Wait, why
No.
don't you want to use it?
I mean, that's good. That's good quality.
Well, the housemates don't really want to use this weird fucking.
Kick them out.
What's so weird about it?
Get rid of
I
the
don't know.
mates.
It's pretty, like.
I'll tell you
beautiful.
what. I'll tell you what we just did. We just moved.
beautiful.
And we
Thank
got
you,
rid of
Tim.
like the bulky.
Vic finally moved out of the compound here.
Finally
It's good to
out,
have him
yes.
out.
Might be back in soon. We'll see what happens at home. But no, we got rid of like all the bulky stuff and just went to IKEA and you can get a stack of like 10 plates and they only take up like this much space in your cabinet. The best. Or all white.
We
Very
did
easy.
that
has
for.
no
We
soul.
bought a
Simple.
big thing of
Where's the soul in
IKEA plates
IKEA?
for Thanksgiving so that we can just like have them stored away and use them for when we have bigger events.
Why don't
bigger
you
events?
give
Whatever.
the-
More than 4 people.
Why don't you bring the family heirlooms back to your family and store them there? And then when you move house and get your own house,
and
you can have it and you can pass it on to future
It's
generations.
just so expensive to move. Australia's a massive place. My family lives in Western Australia. I'm over here in the east. What do I? It's a conundrum.
give it to somebody that needs
This
it.
don't have nothing to
Put
do
them
with
out
me.
there.
You understand that? It's my
Yeah,
show. You're coming on to my show.
I need
got
answers.
nothing to
I
do
need
with
answers
me.
here. This is a big problem for me.
Are there any rock and roll villains down in the land down under, or has everybody been keeping a good? You got good eggs down there.
Rock and roll villains. I mean, since Bon Scott died, we're like been struggling pretty hard. So
Wait, the drummer for AC/DC was like arrested for murder.
Oh,
or
real
something,
bad
right?
guy, Rudd, right?
Wait, recently?
Yeah, past few years.
Yeah.
God, I didn't know that.
What's his
For
name? We'll
murder?
put him on the list. I don't think he's going to make top 10.
Yeah, that
Phil Rudd. What's more?
Phil Rudd. Phil.
Bill Rudd.
fell.
All right. Well, listen. Thanks for everything. Good luck
Huge
with your
fan.
crockery.
Thank you.
I think of crockery more as stuff you cook in.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Right?
That's not
100%.
Well, this is like,
Not this.
where does the word come from? It's not. Is it a crock
It's a
pot?
crock.
It came from you.
It's
Just
a bunch
now.
of. It's a crock. It's a bunch of bullshit.
It's a.
I like
What
country
would you
crock.
call it?
You know, he's
Yeah.
You have to
right.
rename-
Crockery, according to the
You have to
dictionary,
rename plates and bowls.
plates,
what would you,
dips,
what would you go for?
plates, dishes, cups, and other similar items. So he's right.
I
But
just
then
like
you
the
do one
idea
grouping.
of. I keep thinking. I'm in my own head about the people that were upset with my Rogan episode, watching us meander along and dribble into the nonsense that we get into.
But you weren't
here.
really upset with their
This is a
criticisms,
huge
right?
issue. plaguing the
I'm
nation
just.
over
I'm
there.
just they
This
must
is-
just be. They must be upset
Because they're
What
yeah.
Jim Brewer.
Rogan would have answers to this. Like,
But don't you think
What
this
would
is freedom
Rogan
of
say?
speech?
This
what
is
it's all
not
about?
freedom of speech,
This is
no.
not freedom of speech.
I don't think so.
Okay, never mind. Point taken.
Where are you politically?
Politically, middle.
Right in the middle.
Right in the middle.
Yeah.
Sitting nice and comfy in the middle.
You supported Joe Biden for president?
Yeah, I like the guy.
You do? Okay.
Yeah, I really like the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the last jazz concert you got to see?
Well, I'm trying to promote this guy, Terry Disley, actually.
Terry Disley.
Terry Disley, yeah, good guy, good guy. We had him at the restaurant.
Terry Disley.
Whoa.
Does he have any records out?
Yeah.
What does he play? What's his instrument?
Sax, I think.
You think?
I think. He's a friend of the restaurant, so I'm not really,
I hear you.
I'm more doing his PR, which I don't like.
All right.
I like to be down in the pit, but I can't be doing that with a client. So.
All right. Hard to get a sense of your. Hard to understand if you like him as an artist, as a musician or not. But we don't have to go down that.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite? If you had to pick your favorite jazz artist,
It used to be Zorn.
John Zorn.
Yeah, I used to really like Zorn.
What happened there?
Naked City, I'm off. I go, that's not the kind of. When I hear Naked City, that's not what I think. You know?
Boy.
Still, I don't like that. So,
Okay, so who took the throne?
it was Eiler. It's hard to pick between the Coltrane's, Alice and John, but I have moved on to like the Germans and the ECM catalog a little bit from the more avant-garde guys. So
Pat Metheny,
yeah,
early Metheny.
yeah,
ECM.
early,
Yeah.
Not
All right,
late.
interesting. Breaking news, by the way, Vic.
Uh-oh.
We have a big announcement coming in from Alec Baldwin.
Do you want music for it?
Dam,
There
dam,
it is.
dam, 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 ba, dam, ba, dam, ba, dam, dam. Alec Baldwin says he did not pull the trigger.
Wow. There you go.
More on this story, go to every website.
Whoa.
For more on this, visit every website. What could it be? What is the whole story here? Let's see. CNN must know. I'll get to the bottom of this.
Well, it's got to be like a PR thing so you can get back into movies, right?
I didn't do it. Anyways, I'm not going to judge. I'm not going to judge that.
Wouldn't
until I
he
hear
have
the
said that
full
like
story.
right away?
Yeah, why would he
Like,
wait
why
till
would
now?
you-
It's a little late to
Yeah,
announce
all
that.
the times he's freaking out on camera and everything, but he never said it before.
Remember that clip of William Shatner telling somebody his wife died and was his wife drowned?
Oh, Jesus.
It's my wife. She's gone.
Oh, God. Wait, that really happened?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, my goodness.
Let's take another hot header. It's always nice to hear them.
Yes. 1 second. Sorry, I was in another screen. Clicking around.
What's the list at? We just got Phil.
I'll pull that up in a sec.
Jimmy
I think a lot of the
Page.
hotheads are talking about that, so I'll pull it up.
Okay,
while
that's
they're-
great.
73732, you're live on the air.
Okay.
Hello?
What?
732, you there?
What the heck is this?
Hey, what's up?
Can you hear me?
Yep. Where are you calling from?
We thank you.
Hey, Tim from New Jersey.
All right. Jersey, Springsteen.
Go what?
And I got
Stress
a Jersey
Factory.
villain, rock and roll villain for you.
You got a rock and roll villain. Let's hear it.
Jersey's own tiny werewolf, Glenn Danzig.
Glenn Danzig.
Danzig,
All right.
Okay.
Is he a bad guy, Matt?
I don't know about that.
I
wouldn't
don't think
say so.
Yeah,
He used to
I'm
live
not,
in my neighborhood,
He's
I
not
believe.
getting on a top 10 list, pal.
If you want to pull that
Come
up,
on.
Tom, we
Why,
can take a look.
why is he a bad? Why?
My screen.
He's pretty notorious for getting into fights.
Look at this graphic you guys are
and kind of
making.
being a general asshole.
Well,
Yeah,
listen.
but getting into fights and being an asshole.
dude,
We're not
I'm
on
talking-
that level.
I mean, he's
We're
also
talking
Glenn
about-
Danzig. That's
I'm
like his
talking-
thing.
We're
right?
talking Dr. Conrad Murray level over here.
Thank you. That's a good.
Do you know about Glenn Danzig and the pile of bricks in Los Feliz? You ever hear about that?
Like his house?
Yeah,
Yeah,
his house.
I do know.
He lived in Los Feliz for a long time. He had a big pile of bricks out front and it made all the neighbors real mad, and he refused to move them. So I
Oh, this
think
is
he's
not
a funny
villainous.
guy.
This is not
His-
villainous.
Yeah, he's
I
And
funny.
like
you
it.
can
Yeah.
see his listing online is like all his like little statues and stuff that he had in his house.
All right, let's not go down a Glenn Danzig.
Oh, we don't need to go
rabbit
down a
hole here. I'm
Danzig
sick of it.
hole.
I hate this guy. Hey, guy on the phone from New Jersey.
Yeah.
What is this? What are you, Little Stevie?
Is that a New
Listen to me.
Jersey thing to breathe heavy? Like, I mean,
Have
that's
bad-
all I hear when I watch this.
Nice
Sopranos.
reception. Nice reception, yeah. Nice
What
cell
sewer are
reception
you
in
calling
New
from?
Jersey. Now listen.
New Jersey.
I want you to drive around until you find a hill and then roll the fuck down in a barrel.
I'm at work right now. That's probably why.
Get
After work.
yourself an empty oil drum. Get yourself in it. Get your only friend to tip it over and roll it down the hill into traffic.
That's right.
I'm gonna come back. I'm actually gonna pull back on that a little bit. Don't go into traffic. Just roll around.
All right. I'll stay out of traffic.
Get your friend to take you up to Niagara Falls. Put you in a barrel, and over the falls you'll go.
Onto the Canadian side.
Into the Canadian
The
side.
Canadian side. That's right.
All right?
Yep. You got it, Tim.
You got it.
That was Frankie Valli.
Wow.
Uh,
Who should
Thanks,
may- who
732.
who maybe
Let's,
should be on the rock and
yeah,
roll
let's talk
list
to-
here himself.
Let's talk to Alan.
what?
Frankie Valli should be on that.
Oh, really?
Probably. I think.
I thought you were
he's
gonna say I should be.
got it. Oh
on
no,
it.
not you. No, but
Allie's a bad guy. Alan, I believe Alan is in. is
Alan.
here.
Oh yeah, we do not want the water to get too cold for Alan as he's joining us
Oh,
from the
yes.
bath. Is Alan Resnick there, host of the Alan
Tim.
Bath Time channel on Instagram?
Hey, Tim, can you hear me?
I certainly can. Can I see you, though, is the question.
I don't know. Hey, Tim. Alan here.
Hi, Alan.
I'm in my
There he
bath.
is.
there
Wow.
we go.
Oh, that's nice.
That looks so nice.
Yeah, it's a hot. I'm sitting in a hot bath and it feels warm all over my body. It feels good, kind of like a hug.
Yeah. I wish I had a bath big enough for me, for this man of my stature. I always find I sit in a bath and my penis is sitting up above the water line and my knees are up there, and it's not a fun experience. I don't know about you, Doug.
You wish, T.
You take a bath?
I take a bath like once a year.
Yeah.
man. Do you want me to do the penis thing?
Can I take a guess?
No, go ahead, Alan. What's happening in your world?
I just wanted to say I bet Vic takes baths.
You know what? I do now and then. I don't have I'm the same problem with Tim. I don't have a big bath where I can go, and everything's all over the place. But and also I don't like, but I do like baths, but I end up like falling asleep or something in there. I'm too long, and then I'm all pruny. I don't like the pruniness.
Yeah, what do you do about
Yeah,
pruniness
is there
there,
any?
Alan?
You got any tips?
I think it's actually good to be pruny. It's kind of like the human brain has prunes, and the folds that you get when you spend too much time in the bath is actually a way of showing wisdom and age on your hands and your body. That's actually kind of a good thing for me in my bath.
Wow, you're so moisturized at that point, right? I mean, you really are.
You kind of look
Yeah,
like
it's
the
better
Elephant
than any
Man with
kind
that
of
bubble.
lotion that you can have is the bath.
Yeah, when it gets pruny, then it won't like accept any more water. That's as moisturized as you can.
Yeah, you get full of water and hydrated. I don't even drink water. I drink a little bit of bath water, and that set me off for the whole day.
Really?
Wow.
That's disgusting. No offense.
No, it's not. there's actually a lot of health benefits to drinking. I read an interesting article that said there's a lot of health benefits to drinking a tiny bit of bath water every time you take a bath, which for me is several times a day.
Wow, you take a bath several times a day? Do you ever worry about do you ever worry about all the water you're using? I mean, are you calling from Southern California?
Yes, I am in California. There is a drought going on, but I don't worry about the drought because I feel like I should be able to take a bath as many times as I want. Is my right, and I I don't think it's real, the drought. I think I've seen it rain here a couple times. So I just think, every time it rains, that probably counts for me allowing to take about 200 baths.
Wow. So that's sort of like the old Kelly Conaway quote, my alternative facts, right? Huh?
Do you? I mean, when it rains, do you ever?
Please.
I'm just curious. I'm curious. Sorry. My last question. So, do you ever do like a natural bath, like in a puddle after it rains, or like I'll go to a pond?
What is he? I don't
know. I'm just wondering.
Is he, a Smurf?
No, because like if we want to save water, just find an organic.
That's a very interesting question from Vic.
Thank you.
And I read an interesting article. The very first baths of man were done in ponds and puddles. And
puddles. Stop saying puddles. No one's taking a bath in puddles.
This is why I don't go to left, actually.
Yeah.
This is
wacky.
This is wacky, yeah.
Men used to bathe in puddles and ponds.
Mm-hmm.
And women would actually bathe they would take showers in the waterfall, which is why I think men should not take showers and women should not take baths.
Okay.
Okay. But I also don't think women should take showers.
Okay. Obviously, you have opinions.
Now, can I ask about the bubbles?
No.
Yeah. No, you can ask.
Now, how do you get such a nice bubble? What's your secret?
Well, I'll show you. I gotta close the door. I got a door installed. Hold on.
Okay.
Wow, I was not expecting
that.
Oh my God! What?
So I used to use Frozen Disney bubble bath from the Frozen movies. Now I use Paw Patrol bubble bath.
Okay.
And it just gives me so many bubbles, so many amazing suds and bubbles, and I just feel very lucky that the Paw Patrol franchise has pivoted to making a very sudsy bubble bath.
Do you? I think I know the answers. Do you have children?
No.
Okay. Have you read any? You keep up on the news. Have you read anything interesting out there? Anything going on?
Yes. I read I read news every day. I have a little proprietary news app that aggregates news.
The Apple
and I
News
read it
app?
before I take a bath, and I think about the news, and then I stew on it in the tub. And I read an interesting news article today about hummingbirds.
Hummingbirds?
And yes. And this article said that hummingbirds are actually bugs. They're not birds. And the reason people didn't know this is because they weren't able to catch any hummingbirds because they move so fast you can't catch them, and they don't know where they never found a dead body of a hummingbird because the hummingbirds go somewhere special to die. But there was a car accident in a hummingbird nest. They found some of the bodies. They looked at the eyes and they said, "These are not birds. These are bugs."
They never found a dead hummingbird body.
I don't know.
Wow.
Apparently, the article said
I thought that was settled. I thought that was settled science.
No, they could do Serial season 4 about that. Yeah.
Serial, the podcast.
The podcast.
You listen to podcasts?
Oh yeah, big podcast guy.
Are you a podcast guy, Alan? Do you listen to podcasts?
No, I get all my news from a proprietary app on my phone.
I don't think podcasts are just about the news. I think you can get all kinds of the stories.
Yeah, there's different stuff. They're doing all sorts of stuff now.
Yeah, but what is the name of the app you got that bug hummingbird story from?
A good journalist never reveals his source, and a good magician never tells you how to do a trick.
Oh, okay.
What else you got? Oh, you got a little ladle.
That's a very nice ladle.
What's that?
To get the back.
Who is that?
My blue ladle. It helps me get warm all over the parts of me that don't fit in the back. So maybe that would help you, Tim, because you're such a big guy. You need a ladle to get more water on you in a tiny bath.
Yeah.
Do you know any bad rock and roll guys?
Yeah.
I don't know rock and roll. I've read articles about Meatloaf, and they said that he was a bad guy.
Yeah. All right.
Is that true?
I mean, Meatloaf. I don't think we classify as a villain. Kind of a sad character, maybe?
Do you remember what they said that was bad about Loaf?
They said he was mean to everybody, and he was so big and mean that he would knock people over off the stage. I don't know if that's true. It was just an article I read. I
Knock
can't
him off the
verify
stage.
that.
Big meatloaf.
He's kind of clumsy up there.
You okay? Oh no, you got some bubbles down the throat? Is that something that happens a lot?
Yes, I do drink. I do get bubbles. I do drink bubbles, and they do taste good, but they make me cough. Because you can breathe them like air for a little bit, but then they make you cough.
Okay. And you have an Instagram channel where people can see you take baths and you can talk on there about what you're thinking about.
Yeah, I have an Instagram channel called Alan Bath Time where people watch me take a bath. I don't like the way people look at me and look at my body while I take a bath, but it's part of the course if you want a channel of bath videos.
Right.
Wait, so why do you do it if you don't want people to watch you, but you have a thing where they watch you?
That's a very interesting question. I do it to inspire people to take baths. I'm a bath advocate, and I want people to take baths, and I don't want people showering. And I especially do it to inspire young boys, because there's a war on boys.
There is a war on boys. Yeah, no, there is. Yeah,
I didn't know that. I don't want to. I don't know if we want to take the show in this direction.
I don't want to get political, but I do think boys were the original bath takers. Like I said, women would bathe in shower in the waterfall, and boys would splash in the pond in the puddle. And in the Old West, you'd see men in the big wooden barrels, and they would take a bath, and the woman would tip her a hay penny, and she'd help you with your bath.
Ah.
Oh, like in the horse
I do it
trough.
to inspire young boys to take baths and feel proud of the bath.
I mean, so I have to say, I have Charlie's 5 years old, my son's 5 years old, and sometimes it's a bit of a struggle to get him to take a bath. He doesn't want to take a bath.
Just shower?
Mm-hmm. Well, no, he just doesn't want to, he doesn't want to break up
whatever. Hose him down, T?
So I'd say, let's get Alan involved and maybe inspire him to be a real bath champion.
Yeah, show your son my bath channel, and a little tip for getting a little boy to take a bath if they refuse or want to shower. Remind them that they came from the bath, from the mother's womb, which was a hot sack of water, which is a bath.
Mm-hmm.
And number two, just get the bath hot. I think the hotter the bath, the more the boy likes it. I found. I don't have a boy, but I read about it.
I don't know. They're sort of sensitive about temperature. I think you don't want to get them. Sometimes that's too hot. I don't know if that's great advice.
What about rubber duckies? Do you ever?
Do you have any toys in there? Do you have any rubber duckies?
Scene or
yeah,
what?
I have two. Well, yes, I have my blue splashy splat thing, and then my favorite bath toy are these two Seinfeld ketchup and mustard bottles that came with the box of DVD. They're a little delicate. They're
so they don't
ceramic, but I keep them in my bag.
They don't float.
They actually don't.
They don't float.
All right, Alan.
All right.
Wow.
He almost has like a Santa Claus beard kind of thing. You could maybe try that out.
Well, obviously. So
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you, Alan Resnick, Alan Bath Time channel on Instagram. And how often do you post videos, Alan?
Not all. I film all my baths.
God, no. He's got a
I
cat.
film all my baths, but I don't post every bath because I don't always want people looking at my body. So if I feel like I want people to see me take a bath, I will post, but not very often.
Okie doke. Well, thanks for calling into our show. Good to know.
Thank you, Tim. Thanks, Doug and Vic and Matt and Jazz Guy.
Jazz Guy, yeah. Alan, take care.
Thanks, Alan.
Bye.
Bye. Wow.
Take a bath.
Wow.
Fascinating.
It's fascinating. Yeah.
Let's take another Zoomer, Matt.
Well, we actually got a VIP on the Hothead Hotline. Natalie Mering, are you there?
Hello.
Hey, Natalie. Hi.
Good day, office hours.
Hi. We were just talking to Alan Resnick. Are you familiar with him?
I wish.
Oh, man.
Is he the one that was in the bath all bubbled out?
Yeah.
Hello. All right, I'm down with that.
It really inspired me. It made me so happy. How are you today?
I'm in the studio. I am recording vocals for my new record, which is usually the last thing that you do if that gives anybody any indication where I'm at. So that's what's up.
Well, you could be trying a radical new approach, is starting with vocals and then building instrumental.
Fill in the blanks later.
Yeah, fill in the blanks later. Just sing to
I mean.
Do you know how?
Acapella.
I was reading how the Bob Dylan album. What's the one? Oh God, that's the worst when you say what's that, and it's like 40 to choose from. But it's
What era?
Slow Train a Comin'?
No, it's like it's. Yeah, forget it. It's the one he did with Daniel Lenoir. The first one he did with Daniel Lenoir. The first one he did with.
World Gone Wrong?
No.
Modern Times?
No. I'm so screwed. Ring Them Bells is on it. No. Anyways, we'll find that out, Matt.
What?
We'll find that out.
Well, I like
Someone has
Daniel Lenoir.
You know what they did?
Oh Mercy, they're saying.
Oh Mercy, thank you. If you listen to Oh Mercy, the way they made that album, Natalie, it was him on vocals and guitar playing to a drum machine, and then so it was just that, and then they went back and tracked everything over that.
Genius.
So one way to do
It's
it.
a good idea.
You know, because he wanted to be loose.
Pretty good idea.
Lanois wanted him to be loose and not stressed by the whole band being there. It's just like, play these beautiful songs to a click track, essentially, and then we will fill in the rest.
Okay.
But
Yeah, he can't be bothered with the dynamics.
yeah,
I'm sure.
the band personality, the politics of the session guys.
Remember when they? Oh, can I bring up Simon and Garfunkel real quick? Like the Sounds of Silence, they recorded just acoustically.
Yeah, and then
they brought and they had to like try to keep up
the
with
Wrecking
with,
Crew.
Yeah, for the,
Natalie, what can you tell? Can you tell us anything about this new album? What would you say if I put a gun to your head?
Oh my God.
I'd say, oh my God, we recorded it at the Pet Sound Studio.
Ooh.
What?
So we got some sick chamber reverb up on it.
Nice.
And then, there's a lot of the old cast. We got a little Lemon Twigs in the mix.
Oh, nice.
And some new additions. I had the bassist from Soul Coughing play on it. I mean, I don't know if that's a selling point. That was
He's
cool
great,
too.
Sebastian Steinberg.
Really?
one of the
Oh,
best.
Matt, that meant
Of
something to
course.
Matt.
He's all over the Fiona Apple album too.
Oh yeah.
That meant something to Matt. All right.
Meant a lot to me.
Yeah, Sebastian is a killer bassist. And yeah, I think, we made a lot of noises and we did a lot of fun experimentation and recorded way too much music. So we're looking at some serious bonus material. I mean, I think it's probably what everybody did because the pandemic afforded so much time to like overthink and write a lot and
Did it come
so
flowing?
it's a pretty fat record.
Did it come flowing out, or was it hard to write in the pandemic? Did it come flowing out? Like words are flowing out?
I had nothing to say during the pandemic.
Yeah, what's there to talk
I definitely had
about?
nothing to say. Well, it's just like, what are you gonna say? It took me, probably August of this year before I actually could write a song about that time. So yeah, at the time it was more like a trickle and more just like what are we doing on this planet together?
Yeah.
And then kind of slowly figuring that out. Then it was like floodgates.
You're
And,
hip. You're
especially
like
when the world kind of opened up.
you're like one of the hipper people I know in my life. Like you're hip. You're connected to the what's happening, right? And when I was hanging out with you a couple weeks ago, I noticed you were saying this term, and I didn't bring it up because I just want to be cool and be like, yeah, I hear you. But you were saying the doomers, and that's a new subcategory of. I never knew about the doomer category.
What's the doomers, T?
Natalie, what are doomers?
Well, I'll tell you about the doomers. There's a lot of doomers in New York, but it's kind of like it's like a meme intellectual person who's like somebody who is young and maybe spent a little too much time on the internet, and they're really smart and they have a lot of good things to say, but mostly it's just very dystopian, like we have no future, there's no hope. We live in a post world. And so a doomer culture that develops is like a lot of these films that are like horror films meets grief, meets comedy, meets, it's just like this mishmash of like hopelessness.
Jeez.
But it's people still trying to have the same kind of artistic expression.
And a lot of the conversation, a lot of the conversation isn't fun. It's like talking about the variants of the virus and
doomer.
Who would be like a doomer that I would be familiar with? Is there anybody out there?
These aren't
any names?
public
Maybe Vic Berger.
Maybe I am.
I feel like if I publicly call out a doomer, I'm going to get doomed myself.
Yeah.
But I think you could say that there's some podcasts in existence that exhibit some thoughtful doomeristic qualities.
Yeah, maybe Tim
and maybe they're
Pool,
trying to lean the doom away from the negative. But
I'm not the
I think on
world's
the
smartest
whole,
man.
Well, I'm just trying to have fun and laugh and
I
have
think
people
on
that are
the
taking.
whole, the doomers are just the young kids. I mean,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
their future does look pretty twisted, and there's a disintegration of the fabric socially that's happening on such a level that it's like they're disillusioned.
Yeah.
Maybe they wouldn't use the word doom, but there's also a bunch of disillusioned people. You know.
So is this your term, or is this a
I don't
term
want to
that
say
is?
anybody's name.
Is it your term, or is it something that you just are aware of?
Have you guys heard of the Ion podcast?
No. What's the
So
ion?
the Ion podcast is like a film podcast. Two dudes who wear masks. They're anonymous. Very doomy, if you ask me.
Yeah.
But they told me about the doomers. They filled me in. They're like only 3 years younger than me, but they have this whole other life with 3 years extra internet under their belt.
Right.
So
They're already in a
they had a lot to
subgenerational.
tell me about the doomers.
All right, listen. I want to just say, because that's depressing, and I
This
want to
is
say
weird.
we had the opposite of a doom experience 2 weeks ago in the desert at their desert days. How much fun did we end up having?
Oh, yeah. I think we ended up having like probably, 100% more fun than I imagined. I mean, I didn't imagine it was going to be bad.
Yeah.
But like, let's say, I didn't imagine it was going to be bad. But we practiced once, and we played like a band that had been touring together for years. So it was pretty fun.
It was really fun. And the good news is, if you weren't there, did you watch it yet? Did you scroll around?
Yeah.
It's okay, right? It's good.
I scrubbed it. Oh, yeah.
I think
I think it's really good.
I'm always like, I'm so hyper.
I mean, the energy there was really fun. So.
Yeah, it's all good. So they filmed it like they did The Last Waltz, right?
Yeah.
Or Stop Making Sense, or all these great movies. They filmed it very well done. It sounds good. It looks good. I'm a little hypercritical because I forgot a word, and there's a couple of flubs, but whatever.
Tim, did they digitally take the cocaine out of your nose?
Yeah, they digitally took the cocaine out.
Yeah. But Matt, if we could link to that, you can stream that concert next week, I believe, next Thursday, the 9th.
December 9th, yeah.
December 9th, it'll be, I think it's $15 to stream it. You'll probably get to stream it. I don't know how long you'll get to watch it, but there's a link. And people are saying, I wish I could have gone. Well, now you can. You put it on your big screen TV, and it's like you're there in the front row.
Yeah, it's just like you're there. And you can hear where we flubbed.
The
Isn't
flubs.
That's very intriguing.
I'm so
honestly.
embarrassed. I'm so embarrassed because it's like some of the time I'm really cooking, and then I'll like fuck up. But I was watching Get Back, which I'm going to talk about on Saturday. Have you watched? You've been probably too busy.
Ooh. Dude, everybody's been watching Get Back, and I feel like it's like crack. It's like everybody's like secret drug because it feels so good.
Have you watched it?
To see the lads. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Well, I'm saving the last episode, but yeah, the lads.
It's
just
the greatest.
Chilling.
It's the absolute greatest. But I felt a little better because at the end, Lennon's they're doing the last. Well, this is maybe a little spoiler, but not really. They're doing the concert on the roof.
Yeah. And
Lennon needs the lyrics in front of him because, listen, they just wrote the songs like 3 days ago. So it's like, how do I remember all these? And also the words for a lot of those songs in particular are kind of just gobbledygook and a lot of they're just like filler words.
Yeah.
And so he's got their PA.
They're just words that are flying out.
Yeah. But he's got like the PA down
Across
on his knees holding up the lyric sheet for John to read during that concert. But then he also flubs it anyways. He goes, nobody blow, blow, glue, blow down, she does me. You're like, that's exactly what I would be doing. I'm like Lennon.
I'm ready.
All right, well, listen.
That's what I think that documentary is for. It's for everybody to stop giving themselves such a hard time. Even the Beatles were just fuddy-duds.
Everybody had a hard year.
Nobody was perfect.
Everybody saw the sunshine. Yeah. Listen.
Yeah.
I want you to stop talking to me.
I can't tell you.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying, I can't tell you how many bands sit in that same circumstance in a circle, beating themselves up.
Yeah.
And I feel like when you see the Beatles just take it with grace and basically just mess around and start doing cover songs, you're like, oh yeah, that's the environment, you know.
I actually don't have that much.
Would you be able to tolerate that? One more question about this, then I want to let you go so you can rest your voice, because I don't want anything disrupting this vocal session. And I know what it's like to talk on a cell phone.
Yeah.
But would you tolerate that much dicking around in the studio, though? Or would you go like, guys, this is annoying. Can we get to work?
Well, doesn't Paul look like a huge dick? Because he's the only one that's like, this is not working.
Yeah,
but I think you got to have a good cop and you got to have a bad cop.
Yep.
The good cop is like, yes, everybody just mess around.
Yeah.
Because it's important, that flow and that comfort and that ease. Music should be easy. It should not be this, excruciating pain.
And
but
Paul
on the
is
same
self-aware.
time-
I didn't want to go. I'm getting trapped in a rabbit hole, but Paul's so self-aware that that's the kind of person he is, because he's like, oh, I start overthinking it. Like, he's very aware, so fucking aware.
I'm actually quite good on bass.
But listen.
Well, Paul, I think he really shows that I don't think he's a dick. Personally,
No.
I relate to the Paul side of things as somebody who's like very, interested in creating something, special. So like where he's going is much needed. He's a good ingredient for the mixture. It's just like you need a little bit of that to push,
Absolutely.
but not too much.
Well,
a good cop and a bad cop.
All right, listen, folks. I'm going to be talking about this for probably longer than the actual documentary on Saturday night, because we're going to do a live stream. If you're not doing anything Saturday, call in and we can talk more about it. I'll text you about that.
All right.
Because it's I could talk about it forever, because it's just like it's just so fun to talk about for me. Some people like to talk about.
I think it's really fun. I think it's very eye-opening too, because everybody needs to give themselves a break.
Give yourselves a break.
In general.
Give me a break. Give me a break. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar.
Everybody just cool.
All right, Natalie. Thank you so much. I can't. Would you send me some of these songs one of these goddamn days so I can hear what you've been working on, or what? One of these.
Oh yeah, you'll get the VIP preview, no doubt.
All right.
No doubt.
All right, Natalie.
All
I'll
right,
talk
guys,
to you soon.
thank you for having me. Bye.
Bye.
The Beach Boys aren't hip anymore.
Oh, look who went over there. I was going to ask you a question.
I'm right here.
I'm going to ask you a question.
Yeah,
Are you
what's another-
honest answer?
Yeah.
If there was going to be a big 8-hour documentary making of a jazz artist, who would it be?
No.
If
Coltrane.
you would, Coltrane?
Yeah.
Love Supreme or whatever?
Yeah, Ole.
Okay. Now, joining me now. Folks, Matt, I hope you're not going nowhere. We got a long episode in our hands. That's what it is.
We're going long. It's great. It's a fun app.
I didn't ask for no editorial.
How we doing? How we doing?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
In the studio right now, very blessed, very honored to have a wonderful music performance, and we will talk to her. We'll do this. We'll talk to her after the song and after the break, if you don't mind sticking around.
Okay.
Pearl Charles is here, joined by her accompanist, Michael Rault. Did I say that right, Michael?
I say Rault, but I
Rault.
think I say it wrong too.
You do say it wrong. All right, take it away, Pearl.
Thank you so much.
And we'll be back after the song and the break in that amount of time, in that order.
This one's called Take Your Time. You ready, Michael?
Mm-hmm.
I hear your star is on the rise. Don't you let it pass you by. You were busy getting high. Why don't you open up your eyes? Take your time. You're all right. It's gonna be just fine. Clouds will keep on rushing by. Nothing ahead, nothing behind.
the sun still loves the sky. When she opens up to cry, take your time, you're alright, it's gonna be just fine. Like the shadows in our minds, the dawn is dim before the light. Tilt your head to find the shine. Take your time, you're alright, it's gonna be just fine. You gotta take your time, you're alright, it's gonna be just fine.
All right, folks. We'll be back in 5.
Nice reverb.
This is where you play a song, Doug.
Oh my gosh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Senses working overtime.
On the coconut wireless, on the coconut wireless, hear them rap out the news, tap out the news all day long. On the coconut wireless, on the coconut wireless, they just yakety yak, yakety yak all day long. We get the story with all the trimmings and all the trappings, and sometimes we even hear it before it happens. On the coconut wireless, on the coconut wireless. Hear that rat-a-tat-tat? Just listen to that. They're having a chat. They're chewing the fat. They just yak-a-yak, yak-a-yak all day long. Back in the days before Marconi, ages before the telephone evolved, we had the problem solved. Our great inventor used no wires. He didn't own a pair of pliers, but he used his coconut.
Every day he'd drop to his little workshop in the shade of the coconut tree.
And he'd go bang, bang, till he got the hang, for a great innovator was he. None of the natives on the network need picture tubes to make their set work well. They get reception swell on the coconut wireless, on the coconut wireless. Rap out the news, tap out the who's who on the coconut wireless, on the coconut wireless. Yakety, yakety, yak.
We get the story with all the trimmings and all the trappings.
And sometimes we even hear it before it happens. On the coconut wireless, on the coconut wireless. Hear that rat-a-tat-tat? Just listen to that. They're having a chat. They're chewing the fat. They just yakety-yak, yakety-yak all day long. Singing that coconut wireless song.
Beautiful.
Hey, everybody. Hi, hi, hi. Welcome back. Welcome back, patrons. And if you're watching us live, you want to join Patreon, go to patreon.com/officehours-live. That's how we, I want to make this point very clear. This is how we operate. This is why the microphones work.
Because all the greedy fuckers doubled up on them.
What triggered that? Is it just the way I sounded?
No, it's just that the greedy fuckers will only.
Hey, I
watch-
don't need the fucking Patreon money.
No, not us. I'm saying the greedy fucker listeners who only watch live, who don't
copy that.
They're being greedy. I don't know.
No, I want to say, like, you know, the Thanksgiving Rogasode. You know, these are all. You look at it. I know it doesn't look like it's no Steven Spielberg production, but it
was a cross-country production.
Oh,
It
I
was
did
a
want to
big
talk
deal.
about that.
Yeah,
patrons
do
know
people
this, but
realize that those guys are in New York?
those guys were in New York.
Yeah, isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
Pearl.
Which guys?
Well, you haven't seen it yet. Sounds like you haven't seen it. You just heard about it.
Come on. The 12-hour.
Yeah.
The 1 hour, 12-hour.
Yeah. They were in New York, and here's the kicker, folks. We did this a few months ago, right? We said, I love Jeremy and Rajat. I love these guys. I've watched them stuff on the internet, on Twitter. Very funny. And I said, these guys would be perfect for this scheme of mine to do this spoof. And they were all for it. And we set it up. We said, well, they're in New York. We can't fly them out. Let's see if we can do it remotely. Can't be that hard because we're not doing it live. Get a little crew over there, shoot. We'll shoot in here. And we had
here. I was here.
Doug
Even
was here.
I was on. What was
Punch
I?
up duty.
I was texting you
ideas.
things to say.
Well,
men.
A little bit.
Lots of great ideas.
Can't we just communicate?
A couple of that.
I wrote so many book titles.
Yeah.
Now they're gone forever.
And so what happened was we did it, and it was right away. We're like, geez, this is really funny and really fun, and it's really flowing. We get a cutback, for rough cutback, and the sound on the New York side was trash. It was like the mofo. I'm not going to name them. It was like that.
Oh my God.
You know, when there's so much
It was
discipline involved.
It was like all
the-
distorted, and they had recorded these numbskulls who I want to bash their brains in like cantaloupes. Not Rajat and Jeremy, whoever was running the show in New York. Believe me, this was no professional operation, apparently. And They were like running the two microphones like just directly into the camera or some shit. There's no mixer involved. It was like, I didn't know. I just assumed that there was like some kind of competence happening. And it was
That's
like
not a safe assumption in this world. These
no,
days.
and it was a bummer because I was sort of just I got lulled into a sense of, well, I don't have to be, micromanaging everything. I can just delegate, and people are going to be responsible. But now I got to get back in the weeds. But anyway, we tried to clean it up. We had a sound guy get in there forensically, like Peter Jackson did with the get back. We tried to clean everything up. And I go, listen,
He
this
sent
is
it to Steve Albini. He put it on 24-track
put
tape.
it through some isotope machines and getting noise filters.
Magic Alex.
Magic Alex got in there. And
Unbearable.
unbearable. Oh. But anyways, I just said, guys, can it? It's not happening. This is an audio-driven experience. The sound has to be tight. It has to be great. So we threw it away. We trashed it, and said, let's do it again. Rajat, Jeremy, can you meet again? And we met, and we did it again. And I have to say, it was better.
For the audio files.
It turns out, it turns out that first run, it was good to have like basically a rehearsal, basically like a writing session that we filmed. So we kind of like re-hit some of the points we wanted to do, but it was a little tighter, it was a little better, I think. Maybe Matt will put out the original one. Like as a patron's.
I didn't think it was that bad.
Get out of here.
It wasn't that bad.
It wasn't bad.
It wasn't that bad.
It detracted.
It would have been hard to listen to that for that long. I think that's the thing,
Right, but it's not like super.
Matt, I just sent you something during the break. By the way, Pearl Charles is here. That was beautiful.
Thank you so
Congratulations on. I just saw you were on a Guardian list of the best songs of the year.
Yeah. That
It was
was
3
awesome.
songs, and yours was no. It was a.
There was only 20.
I mean, that's great. But that not what you played.
No. That one is kind of hard to do acoustically.
Yeah, that one is great. It's like a pop. It's like an ABBA song or something, right?
That was definitely the
That's a
inspo.
touch point. Yeah.
I mean,
record it
we
in
actually
Sweden?
beat ABBA on that list.
Did they come in anywhere on that list?
We were 17 and they were 18.
There's no way that new ABBA stuff is on any lists. Come on.
I feel bad saying it, but you're saying what we're all thinking.
I would love nothing more than to be totally blown away by new ABBA, right?
I say ABBA. I'm not sure
ABBA,
what the
ABBA.
proper
We listened to that
pronunciation is.
33 and a third, and they said ABBA a lot. So
ABBA?
I think you're right.
Wouldn't you, Vic, be so jazzed and so happy to go, oh my God, have you heard the new ABBA?
Well, they also
ABBA.
That's the pronunciation.
they dusted off some old ones, which I was like, maybe these will be cool. But then you're like, there's a reason they were in the vault.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, and whatever I heard, I didn't get deep into the record, but what I heard was just like, oh boy. Okay.
Dude.
But who am I to judge? I sent Matt this during the break.
Oh God, this
Can
is
you show
scary.
this?
I can. It's up on my screen. And then
I just checked my, not during your performance, during the break. I checked my
Of course
email.
not. Of course.
And this came to me because, as you all know, I went to the YouTube theater to see Bon Iver with Vic, and I got the bad seats, and he got the good seats. And this came because I guess I'm on their mailing list now, and look who's coming to the YouTube theater. This made me laugh so hard. Look at how depressing that looks.
Yeah, imagine.
Look at how grim. Oh, and I can't believe it's so beyond order. 12 more rules for life. 12 more rules live tour. More. What? How many rules? It's so depressing.
You got to cheer him
Oh,
up when you get there.
Fucking leave me
Give him
alone.
advice.
I gotta get more rules now. What a bummer to get all these rules. Like
For God's
Oh,
sake. He's
man.
one of those doomers. Look how serious
He definitely
is.
is.
we have Jordan. You gotta sell more books, man. What are we doing here? Do you have another book in you? I could have some more rules. I have 12 more. Let's see. I mean, I know we joked about this before.
Try to be a good person.
How many rules do we have now?
Maybe one of them is don't get addicted to opiates.
Yeah.
Number 2, don't only eat meat. for years on end.
Don't eat me.
You're overweight. You should exercise. You're
Well, but how many rules were there originally?
I think it was 10, wasn't it? Or maybe it was 12 rules.
12?
rules.
24 rules. Let's get 50 rules. And then he's going to have a book that's like my top 50 rules or my top 10 rules. Like these are the rules. Like I have 50 rules, but you know, these are the best ones.
The 10 Commandments of Jordan Peterson.
Yeah, the 10 Commandments are fine. Like there was that somebody did a great bit. This might be George Carlin or something where you can just like get rid of so many of them. There's so many that you're just like, no, you don't need that. You don't need. And there's just like one rule, which is just like, I forget which one it is. Don't kill.
That's a good one.
It. Fucking
Multiple
rules.
orgasms.
Who wants to go to a concert? You know, like, who's buying
It's
a ticket
Saturday
to
night,
sit
honey,
there?
let's go.
What are you doing Saturday night? I'm going to sit and hear this guy tell me all these rules I have to have now.
Sad guy in a dark room.
Like, you could just go to church. That's free.
That's kind of similar, I think.
Is Bill Maher opening for him with his new rules?
Night of rules.
Lots of rules going on.
A lot of rules.
What a con man. I mean, what a con. What a grift. Rules.
It's so painful to hear that.
That's like a
I hated
zoomer
that.
to just only for the sake of complimenting Pearl
Well,
or Jazz Guy.
Well, we
Tim,
did.
I have a couple rules here if you want to hear them.
From the new rules.
Yeah.
Oh, these are 12 new ones.
Uh-oh.
Do not carelessly denigrate social institutions or creative achievement. Imagine who you could be and then aim single-mindedly at that.
Single-minded?
Single-minded.
First of all, don't ever do anything single-mindedly. I'll get new rules up the wazoo. Believe me, I got rules.
Yeah.
How about this? Yeah, don't do anything single-mindedly. Have an open mind.
Tim, here's one. Do not do what you hate.
That's nice.
Sometimes you
stop
gotta.
doing that.
Hey, listen,
I mean, what are
asshole.
you gonna- yeah, that's
Sometimes you
like-
gotta do shit that you hate.
No.
I hate wiping my ass. Guess what? I wipe my ass.
And we're all happier for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't do what you hate. What are you fucking talking about? What are you, a Hallmark card writer? Jesus Christ. Jesus.
Try to make one room in
Goddamn
your home as
hell.
beautiful as possible.
Hell. What?
That's actually a rule?
What is it?
Try to make one room in your home as beautiful as possible.
I don't know.
That's a rule.
What if you hate doing that?
He's going into
What are you supposed to do? I hate keeping this room clean.
That's as beautiful as it's gonna get. God damn it. I can't do his voice anymore. I lost it. I'm sorry, folks.
Multiple orgasms.
What else is another one, Doug? Let's go through these and tear them apart. Fuck these people. It's war!
Capitalism?
Do not hide unwanted things in the fog.
In the fog.
What? Well, after last night's fog, I mean, I get what he's saying.
Weird out
Yeah,
loud.
it felt like it was San Francisco.
Notice notice that opportunity lurks where responsibility has been abdicated.
Say that again.
In
I
the
didn't
fog.
follow that one. What is it?
Like roll off the tongue.
What is it now?
Notice that opportunity lurks where responsibility has been abdicated.
This kind of
Opportunity lurks where... what?
Responsibility has been
The
abdicated.
darkest things I could possibly find.
I gotta look
Imagine
up
being some
abdicated.
dullard. Imagine being some dullard trying to make sense of that in the middle of the... You know, like on his break reading that book.
well, it actually sounds like jazz a little bit.
Jimmy, he's working at...
Do that.
working- Poor dude's working at Jimmy John's and he's like reading that book. The manager didn't show up today. Maybe I should start managing.
Tim, here's a rule. Work as hard as you possibly can at least one thing and see what happens.
No, it's not.
I swear. It says it right here. And see what happens.
See what happens. We'll have to wait and see.
Hey, see what happens. How about one rule? See what happens.
Yeah. How about one rule? Anything. How about one rule?
Hey,
Anything's
see what
possible.
happens.
Anything's possible.
Tim, that's not gonna. You can't have one rule for this Bon Iver Stadium. It's not gonna,
Yeah.
it's not gonna sustain for an hour.
I have only one rule, but I've got 90 minutes to kill, so we're gonna.
I wonder if
come
he's
up
gonna
with
be
some other ones.
lit with that harsh light. You know that that he's got in that picture.
Rub. Yeah.
You know that
real-
like Dutch painter like.
How about rule 23? Double knot your shoelaces.
Which is a pretty helpful rule.
Rule number
that's nice.
933. Wear appropriate sized shoes. have your shoes measured and buy shoes at that size. Okay. Okay.
Useful.
8 glasses of water a day.
Is this like the food
Here's
pyramid?
How about this? Mind your P's and Q's. That's one of his rules.
I want to get
Mind
this
your-
tattooed on my arm, just like.
Mind your P's and Q's.
Just that one or all 12?
24.
You know what P's and Q's go? You know what that that
What's
the
that? Where's the
origination of that?
derivation of
Pints
that?
and quarts, right?
Pints and quarts.
Drinking.
Oh.
Wow.
I knew that.
All right, let's take a
No, I-
zoomer,
I-
please.
no,
Well, we've got
No
we've
idea.
got Sergeant Peppercorn online from Ohio.
Do you like the Beatles, Jazz Man?
Yeah.
These
You like
guys
the
are doing
Beatles?
something
Yeah,
crazy
they're grounded in jazz. Actually.
this weekend.
They
Who
what?
dis?
They're grounded in jazz.
Okay, we'll
Yeah.
find out. What are they
Joe,
doing?
are you there?
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm
Joe.
here. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hey, what's up?
And let me ask you this: your name is Joe Peppercorn,
Correct.
and is this a
Legally,
total?
it's Howard Peppercorn, but
Is this a total coincidence that this has become your interest to do this, or?
yeah. It used to be called the Beatles Marathon, and then I was afraid that we'd get sued. And then Paul McCartney sent a video introducing the show and called it the Beatles Marathon. So I changed it to Sergeant Peppercorn for no reason, but you know, here we are.
So you got sanctioned by the Paul McCartney himself.
2 years ago, yeah, he heard about the show.
Hey, you know, these guys are doing a marathon of our stuff. Yeah. Good luck, eh?
Oh yes, that's the classic.
Play them all, would you? Do you play all the hard ones? Do you play the
we
tough
play all the
ones?
hard ones.
Yeah.
And the easy ones, but there's no real easy ones.
Okay, what we're doing, doing lots of loops and things, so it's hard to do live, Now you have samplers, but we've never been able to do it live. That's the thing.
Rocket, man.
Do you do Taste of Honey? Do you do the covers as well?
Yeah, we do the covers as well. Taste the Honey, I sing it better than anyone.
Well, yeah.
Wait, who plays?
That's the thing. Back then, we always had to stretch out, doing 6 hours in Hamburg, So you had to learn a lot of songs. That's why we would play them,
Then he cut to Ringo and he's like, I don't remember. But, no.
So you guys are doing what is the plan? Tell me the plan.
So we do every song that was on a Beatles record. So and then that's the core of the show. So there's about 214 of those. And so we have about a 10-piece group. And I play the whole
We
show.
only had 4, that was the thing. We had the lads, me, John, George, and Ringo. And then we had Billy came in, Billy Preston, he came in to play keyboards on the Get It Back session,
Wait,
But
so
you've got 10, that's quite nice.
who plays what part of you guys?
Who plays what part
we
of
just,
you guys?
like, we don't really
One
do
guy
that.
is not
We
like
don't-
George, and the other one's,
we everybody just kind of contributes. Obviously the later stuff, they're overdubbing a lot of stuff. So we have a string quartet that plays with us on the later stuff. And we take all different parts. We don't dress up and we don't do the Austin Powers voices for the show. We just try to,
But you're pretty faithful to the arrangements?
for the most part, like every once in a while, like Taste of Honey you brought up, I'm not really a huge fan of that one. So one year I did like an EDM version of it that people hated. But other than that, we try to kind of stick to the, like Tomorrow Never Knows. We do a little bit of different arrangement,
Nice.
Blue Jay Way. So we try to stay true to the records, but at the same time make them all in a way that it's fun to hear live. Because it's 14 hours. It's a long show, so we try to make it something engaging constantly.
Out of all of them, what's the trickiest Beatles tune that you guys had to practice the most on?
Good question.
Within You, Without You is really, really hard, and it's also really hard because when you nail it, nobody cares. like
My favorite...
that one in one year we did Revolution 9 note for note, and it's like
God.
And we had scripted everything out, and it took so much work. And when we finished, there wasn't even an applause.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's my favorite part of Within You Without You is that little drum thing that goes doom, doom,
the
combo,
yeah.
Yeah, that part.
What's the easiest song?
They're all actually really hard. Their harmonies are weird. They crisscross a lot. you start playing like if you cover like a Rolling Stones song after it, it's so. And I love the Stones. I'm not knocking them, but like it's
not
so
knocking
much
them,
easier.
They're just a blues
Paul was
cover
knocking
band.
them the other day.
Yeah,
right.
they're just a
They're
blues
just
cover
blue-
band. I think the Rolling after this Get Back thing, I'll say this. I think the Rolling Stones come out looking a little like dullards. They look a little like I just think like if you would have been filming the Rolling Stones, well they did. There's that
That
Godard
same guy.
movie. No,
Oh,
it was Godard.
But that
the
guy
Rock
also
and
did
Roll
the Rock and Roll
Circus,
Circus, yeah.
And they're just drips. Like they're not fun. They're not funny.
It's too much heroin in the drip.
But they're just not great. I hate to say it. I mean, I like
You
a
and
lot of
Paul.
Rolling Stones, but not compared to the Beatles.
Just cool
Yeah, no, you can't.
They're
can't
not
compare.
like you could look at "Give Me Shelter," that movie too. You just see the they're duds.
Yeah, and they're not that good live in "Gimme Shelter." Like the performance is kind of deflated. Like the Beatles on the roof smokes the Stones live.
Oh, there's no like that whole thing has got to be that's over with. Like the Beatles are in another stratosphere now.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
100%. But but the songs are really hard to play. Like we've been doing it for 10 years, so now I feel like we got a bit of a grasp on it. But songs like "Please Please Me," those vocals just are crisscrossing constantly.
Oh, George
They're-
sitting right there
they're
in
not-
the middle, like really, like George's middle vocal stuff is so great.
Even "Love
It's
Me
so
Do,"
great.
the vocals are tough in that. They're crisscrossing too.
Play some Beatles. Play some Beatles music. Come on, quickly. Well,
Help.
I
Help.
got
He
it.
needs some help.
When I was younger, so much younger than today, I never needed anybody's help in any way. But now these days are gone, I'm not so self-assured.
Know that
I never mind to change my mind, open up the door. Help me if you can, I'm feeling down. And I do appreciate you being around. Help me get my feet back on the ground. Won't you please help me?
Gotta practice that leg.
That's not bad.
It's cool key change into the chorus there, as
Yeah.
you guys know.
Yeah, very
you guys want
clever.
to find out? Yeah.
Like,
you be on the guest list.
Pop us in. So how do people watch this? Whoa.
We are going to stream it on peppercornmarathon.com is the hub, and we're going to be streaming it on YouTube, Twitch, and what's the other one?
Facebook?
Facebook, yeah.
I love Facebook.
Meta.
You must be
Meta.
Meta. Yeah, you must be Meta.
Meta, whatever.
Do you do any of the instrumentals like from Sgt. Pepper? Like, "Ba-na-na-na-na." You know what I mean?
Oh, the George Martin stuff?
Yeah.
You mean from the Yellow
From
Submarine?
Yellow
Oh, Yellow
Submarine.
Submarine. I meant. Sorry. Yeah, Yellow
No,
Submarine.
we don't do that stuff. That's
Oh,
stuff.
so you don't do
That's
every
not
song.
everything. Yeah, that was on the record, wasn't it?
The truth comes
We
out.
do the first four. We do the first four from Yellow Submarine
Okay.
before the hurricane.
Do you do It's
but
All
we're-
Too Much by
That's
Oh, yeah,
my
of
favorite.
course.
That's one of my
Yeah,
top,
that's one of the
top
best.
5 Beatles songs.
Rocks.
To your mother. There's we found a really bad cover of that song by Journey, by the way.
Wait, which one was it?
What were we just talking about?
Oh, It's All Too Much?
It's All Too Much.
No.
I don't think I know.
Journey
that.
does It's All Too Much.
Yeah, it's awful.
Oh, Journey covered It's
Oh.
All Too Much. I see.
I'd look it
It's
up.
all too
That's
much
gotta be an
when
easy
Journey
song
does
to play.
anything.
Yeah.
That one's gotta be
Journey's
easy.
better than the Rolling Stones and the Beatles. Rolling Stones, Beatles, Journey.
Journey. We're all been on a journey, though. That's it's always been a journey. All right. Well, that's exciting. Are you doing? Is it for charity or anything like that? Or are you just doing it for the fuck of it? For fucking hell
No,
of it?
man, it takes us out. I can't work for a week because of it and everything. I try to pay the musicians, and it costs a lot to do on. We
For
do
profit.
donate. We do donate some money. We've been last year we donated to the American Foundation of Suicide Prevention. We did all virtual. Once we cover our bases, we do, but
Yeah.
But yeah, we try not to make it like a charity.
I'm not milking it. You know, I'm not milking it.
I'm not milking it. You know.
I actually don't have that much a problem with that.
There we go.
Yeah. I love ripping on the Stones, man. All right. Well, listen, that sounds fun.
Yeah, it's been really cool. It's been, and Ringo sent us a video this year to introduce the
Stop
show
playing
too.
all music. Stop it.
We got Roy Donk on the show this year.
Yeah,
Who?
Roy Donk.
Oh, Roy Donk.
Roy
Okay.
Donk.
Very nice. You know how much I love references to things I didn't write. Anyways, I'm just kidding, guys. I haven't eaten, of course, so I'm fading.
I get some food in you.
I haven't eaten since 2 o'clock in the afternoon yesterday.
Oh my God.
Are you on those pep
I
pills?
think I'm on anorexic. How about you?
Oh, I'm eating a lot.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Lots of clams.
A lot of clams, whole bread basket.
Do you ever do you cook the clams when you eat them, or do you get them
Sometimes raw, sometimes very cooked.
very cooked?
Sometimes very
like
cooked.
rubber?
Rubber,
All right,
yeah.
listen. What's the site again?
Peppercornmarathon.com.
Peppercorn Marathon.
That sounds delicious. I mean, that's why you're getting hungry, because you're thinking about these peppercorns.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
All right. Well, good luck. We'll be tuning in. I'll be tuning. When's this Saturday?
Saturday. Yeah.
I can't
It's gonna be
retain
live.
any information.
It'll
What
be
band are you playing? Whose music are you going to be covering now?
Journey.
Journey.
It'll be at the Athenaeum Theater live here in Columbus, but so it's going to be live, but also streaming. You can watch the show
Are you
live.
doing it at an actual theater?
Yeah.
Cool.
This
Oh.
theater built by the Masons 100 years ago downtown, but in
Awesome.
Columbus, Ohio.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Illuminati.
Beautiful history.
Illuminati.
Beautiful.
That place
Illuminati.
is so haunted. I toured it. It's weird, and it's weird too. They built it with the sightlines are perfect the entire way. I have no idea how they did it.
Huh.
What's
Well,
the
they have
scariest ghost
magic
you've seen there?
architecture.
Ancient aliens.
Thank you, boys.
Yeah.
Thank you, lads. Good luck.
I do a very
Thank you
good
very
Said it
much.
was haunted.
Thanks for
Now I
having us
gotta
on,
get
man.
into it.
So I'll take a bagel, I'll cut it in 3.
I'll take a bagel and I'll cut it in 3.
So then the bottom layer, I put Marmite on. I'll put a little bit of lettuce because I'm going to put hummus on, but it's going to go through the hole. You might get a little slice of cheese on there. You might just have one slice of tomato on there. Then you might have a little pickle or 2. Honey mustard.
What a great clip. What else is happening, everybody? Give me something. Give me something.
Let's get on that hothead hotline.
That's a good
right?
idea.
All right, and we got to continue our rock and roll villains. 209.
Yeah, do you have a rock and roll villain? You
209.
didn't get to play this game yet.
I've got a few.
Really?
But I mean, like, how dark do we want to go is the question.
Dark as possible.
As dark as possible, I think maybe might be John Phillips.
Yeah, I was going to say John Phillips is a great one.
Yep.
Oh, dear, what can I do? Baby's in black and I'm feeling blue. Tell me, oh, John Phillips fucked his daughter.
I got some.
John
It's
Lennon
pretty
was
bad.
kind of a bad dude too.
I got
wasn't
some.
he?
Not a villain, though.
Not a villain. I mean, is it villainous to beat your wife?
Babies in
Should
black
we
and
start
blue.
organizing?
Well,
yet?
first of
Who's-
all,
who's the worst of these?
Is Gigi Allen really a villain? I mean,
No, he's not on the list.
He's a hero.
I see him up
Villains and
there.
heroes and villains.
He's you know, he more like
He
destroyed
assaulted
himself
people.
than
No,
other.
he assaulted people.
In the
Oh, he
press.
did?
I guess he threw some poo at
But I
people.
don't-
But
I
like,
also-
that's not.
He kind of
those
comes
people
as
want
advertised.
Right, that's his thing.
Yeah.
You know what you're getting
Yeah,
with
exactly.
him.
Yeah, exactly. And it
like an
wasn't like he was an
anti-hero.
influential. Like it's not like he had much power in the industry.
He's on
He
Jerry
goes in the-
Springer
No,
once.
No, I got one.
Goes
How
in the
about,
lobby with Meatloaf.
You could keep Gigi
I got a
down there.
couple. What about Kim Fowley?
Oh, yeah.
Really? He was a bad
Kim
dude?
Fowley?
He was
I
a
don't
bad
know
one.
That story is very disputed. I'm not saying that I'm on his side, but I feel like I've read
Whoa.
many versions.
Sympathizer.
No.
Oh, here we go.
I'm just saying. that-
Apologist.
An apologist.
Okay, I got a real good one. That
I've just read a lot of takes.
I don't even know who that is.
Jimmy Seville?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, that's bad.
Wait,
He's
who's
like
that? Who's
music
that?
adjacent, but I think that's
He's
fine.
a BBC.
He was the BBC
child
guy that was
molester.
like,
Yeah.
Oh, he was molesting girls with Gigi Allen backstage.
no, not Gigi Allen.
Or not Gigi Allen. Sorry, no, Gary Glitter. That was what I was
Yeah,
trying to say.
I think Gary
Yeah,
Glitter
I think
was
they
in
got
that
caught
movie.
together. Yeah.
Gary Glitter.
Oh, really?
I think maybe.
Gary Glitter Allen.
I would
Another
put-
one I was going to say was Waddy Wachtel.
Bad guy?
Really?
Oh, unfortunately, yes.
I don't know who that is.
Hey, well, I mean, come on. Again,
Is that-
allegations. I'm not defending
No,
anyone.
I
here,
think
but
he
I'm
was
just saying.
convicted.
Wait,
Really?
Who is this again?
He's like a great guitar player. He played with, I mean, he's
also
kind of
like
still
still
around. He still
around.
plays with like
Oh.
Stevie Nicks and
Wait,
played with Linda
The
Ronstadt.
guy that played with
You're
Warren
making me
Zevon?
nervous.
He has like really, really curly hair.
Yeah.
He plays
Yeah.
with
Is
Linda
this
It was
a
a
Ronstadt.
public
child porn
knowledge?
thing.
Wait, what about
Is it
Warren
public?
Zevon should be on there too?
No.
Yeah, no, this is
Here we
public
go.
knowledge.
Warren Zevon was an addict.
Doug just
But it's a deeper cut.
read a book on Warren, right?
Did you finish it?
You make me nervous. When you go to
That's
the-
why
I mean,
he-
he's a
that's
bad
why-
guy, but would you say he's a villain? Or he's just like a
the way he
troubled
treated
guy?
his wife and his kids. But
they're like she was like she wrote the book, the wife.
she made a lot of money off it. Keep him off the list.
It's true.
Who? Wait, what's the name again?
Wadi Wachtel?
Oh, Wadi. I thought we were on. Yeah, look at this wrecking crew.
You guys
Who are these
Danzig
guys?
does
I mean, these guys are great. Look at them.
Who's that?
Leland
Oh, there's
Sklar is also in there.
Leland.
Yeah.
I'd like to have Leland on to explain Wadi Wachtel to me.
You're really starting something here with
Oh,
this one.
man.
This might be breaking news because
All
I
you have
never
to do
heard
is
this.
Google it.
Okay. What about
Duck Dunn?
Don Henley?
What
he
did
bad?
he do?
Oh yeah.
Go down the Don Henley.
Go down the
rabbit
Henley
hole.
hole. Yeah, you're gonna.
But I want to go like more maybe undisputed. I would say I would put Alan Klein on that list. Alan Klein's a rock and roll villain.
What about Ike Turner?
Rock and roll villain.
What about Jerry Lee Lewis? I mean,
Oh, for
I
sure.
love him,
The
but
killer.
like, but yeah.
He also might have murdered people.
He also
right?
may have
Yeah,
done that. Yeah.
I mean, definitely. We know for sure he married his 13-year-old cousin.
and
So,
James Brown.
Yeah.
Absolute.
Uh huh.
Pretty
piece
wild
of
story.
but he
shit.
smells
Yeah.
good.
Smells good.
Looks good.
Not make
Make
love
love good.
Tonight I'll find you.
I said off camera earlier, Colonel Tom Parker, of course.
Yes, but you say of course. I don't know much about that. I don't know if he was like a villain.
Right. Yeah. I mean, he just kind of ran Elvis into the ground.
Right.
But yeah, he didn't really do anything like he didn't commit any crimes, as far as I'm aware.
Probably just financial
I
crimes.
mean, with all this Beach Boys talk.
All right, let's see if a Zoomer has a
We didn't get
villain
Mike
or
Love in
something
there
else they want to
usually,
talk about.
And their dad too.
And Murray Wilson would
Yeah.
be. Yeah.
He's a bad one.
He's
there's
he's
so
worse than
many.
Mike Love.
Yeah,
It's
the list.
littered.
Once you open it up,
Charles Manson.
Charles
too.
Manson is a
No, he's
Yes,
not a.
of course.
He's not a. But he's not a music.
He's
Oh,
huge
he
part
played the
rock and
guitar
roll.
for sure.
wrote a
Helter
Beach Boys
Skelter.
song.
He wrote a Beach Boys song.
Was he on a label?
They recorded it. I don't know if they.
no,
was
that's
out.
why he was
signed
mad.
on?
The label
If he wouldn't have
never
had
came
people
out
killed
to
him,
the
he would've
desert.
been
That's right.
He's a
probably.
published artist.
Yes, yes.
He's got
I think
publishing on Beach Boys.
This list should be, it'd be an interesting list if there were like predatory people that like ruined other people's like.
Right.
Leonard
right.
Cohen's manager, and I don't know his name. But
Yeah,
he
these
also
manager
stole
types,
his name.
like,
Albert Grossman? Would he go on the
I think
list?
it's a later.
Oh,
Oh,
I think that widens the aperture too far.
Well,
Be
first of all,
people we
but
know.
Charles
That would
Manson is a
narrow the
villain
aperture.
for reasons outside of the music industry.
How about Marilyn Manson? He's another.
oh,
Definitely
that's a
villain.
very good
Did he
one.
just get arrested again or something? Or something like
He's
this past
got
weekend?
a world of hurt coming his way, believe me.
But that's another one though, similar to Gigi Allen. Like, obviously
no,
he did
'cause this
some.
didn't
no,
happen on stage.
But he did come as advertised. People are like
Right.
surprised. It's like, I mean, it kind of was telling us all along
How
what he
about,
was up to.
how about the lady that pissed all over that act?
Oh,
the
no,
other
she
night?
rocks.
Oh, she's a
Right.
hero.
No, she rocks.
I was gonna say, but that's the kind of same thing with Gigi.
That
you know,
That
it's
was
like-
consensual.
No, that
That came
guy
over the
wanted
break,
it.
right? That happened
guy
over
wanted it.
Thanksgiving or
Yeah.
I
something?
think so. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That, this, I don't know if people saw this.
She power washed the guy.
What is a,
She did.
what is this band? They're like
Like-
all
the
horns
band is
together.
called Brass Against.
Brass against.
Oh, another one of these things
Speaking
in
of
culture.
Chuck Berry, we should bring that. I mean, that's.
Oh, Chuck
another-
Berry's a rock and roll villain for sure.
Another one
God,
of these
Speaking of
things.
piss,
Everybody
yeah.
calm down. I'm gonna start muting mics. Another one of these deals where there's a band out there that's like selling out giant theaters, and I'm like, never heard of these people before. I don't know what's
Never.
going on. Nobody knows. Who's going to this?
They were playing
And-
like a NASCAR theater, so I mean that might be why we haven't heard about it.
I guess so, but I gotta step up my knowledge of everything, I guess. But if everyone has, most people have probably seen this, but
Yeah, Sophia Eurista is her name.
somebody gets brought up on stage. This woman, the lead singer, the lead singer of this band, leans over and pisses in this guy's face.
But she
In his
invited.
mouth.
It's a.
She invited him.
He
She
was-
said, "Who's
To-
gonna
to
come?"
say the very
Spray,
least.
though. I mean,
Did
it's
he
like-
not want it?
He wanted. Oh yeah.
he took
oh
it.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
fine.
But they had not done this before.
consensual.
No.
And I think the rest
He
of the
was
band
asking
was like,
for
what
it.
is this?
So what did she, and then she apologized
No,
afterwards?
didn't she say who wants to come up here
Yeah,
and
she
get pissed
literally
on?
asked
And he
for a
got up there.
volunteer. She asked for a volunteer. Said, "Who wants to come up here so I can piss on their face?"
This lady's encroaching on my act I have planned for my tour. But
Shock rock.
She's no villain. Hey, we've been neglected. 209 is still on the air. 209, are you there?
Yes,
who's this?
this is Uncle Piss.
Huh?
Piss?
Uncle Piss is on the
Uncle
phone.
Piss. Where are you calling from, Uncle Piss?
A small town called Boot Jack, California, out at the Yosemite National Park.
All right. How can I help you today?
Well, I just want to say I listened to you on Turned Out a Punk the other day. That was a great episode.
Thank you, Tim.
And then also, speaking of rock and roll villains, Ginger Baker.
Oh,
that's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Put him on the list.
Well, why isn't Eric Clapton up there then too? Then right?
Should
Is that-
be
if
too.
we're
He's
going
pretty
the
bad. We
cream-
could throw Van
Wait,
Morrison
was
on
Ginger
there at this
just
point.
was Ginger Baker just a jerk, or was he like a
He
villain?
neglected his son. He like really.
Oh no.
Punched a lot of
Well,
people.
what rocker didn't?
Yeah, that's right.
I heard a rumor that he killed someone
Oh my.
He's another rumor
in a
killer.
DUI situation.
Rumor.
Speaking of, we can add Vince
Succession.
Neil. He killed someone for sure in a DUI.
Listen,
Does that
it's
make
a
you a
big
villain?
list. So,
Well,
but-
how about R. Kelly then? Is he?
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
Is that one debatable at all?
No, he got
Well,
convicted.
he's
I
not
think.
really rock and roll.
True. Okay,
True,
right. It's
true.
debatable
Okay,
on
R.
that.
Kelly's not rock and roll. Okay, you're
so
right.
Definitely
Matt,
villain.
Leave him off. That's
what
a
should
whole
we
nother
do?
list.
What should we do? Because we have way more than 10. So we're going to have some kind of bracket system on the Patreon or something. Because I don't know how we're
But
going to
also
whittle this
speaking of
down.
Ginger,
Huh?
also speaking of gingers, what about Axl Rose?
No, he's not a villain.
What did he do?
Well, Josh Free said he was pretty cool.
He wrote
Said he was-
terrible music.
Oh.
That is a crime.
I disagree. I'm not a huge Guns N' Roses fan, but he's
I am.
not anywhere near my list of bad music.
He has that huge homophobic rant on YouTube on stage back
From
in
when?
the day, back in like the prime of his career.
Sure. I think he's come out as a fairly progressive guy in the past
He's
few
probably
years.
cool now.
But
He's got those cornrows.
I'm talking villains. You know, I mean, that's not. Get out of here. Go back to Yosemite. Go say hi to Yogi Bear. Why don't you track down Boo Boo? Park Ranger Joe or whatever that fucker's name is. Who's that
right.
Park Ranger? in
Thanks,
that,
209.
What's that called? Yogi
Thank
Bear.
you.
Hanna-Barbera. What are you watching? What are you watching? Hanna-Barbera all the time, Dick?
Not these days. No, not too much.
Axel killed that dog.
No, that was a Josh
We
Freese
should
tall
push
tale.
that, yeah.
All right, who else do we have, Matt?
Should we get to a zoomer? Let's get to
Yeah.
a zoomer. How
I'd like to
about
see a nice fresh face. that we
nice
haven't
fresh
seen before.
face that we haven't seen? But you know, there was a guy with a funny mask, and I don't know where he went. How about John with a lot of O's?
Oh, John.
John.
Say my name,
John.
baby.
You see that in there's this in Get Back. There's
Hey, how
a
you doing?
Johnny Yoko thing where she's like, John,
Yeah.
John, Yoko. Hey, John.
Hi guys, how are you?
All right.
All right.
What you doing?
I'm just hanging out here in my house.
Oh.
I have a guitarist, but I don't think you'd know him.
You have a good what?
I have like an evil guitarist, but he's Irish, and I'm not sure if you'd know him.
What's his? We'll say it.
Shane McGowan.
What is this? The Edge?
No.
Keeping us on the edge of our seats. would you?
Are you in Sebado?
No, sir.
Just kidding. Okay, so
Oh,
who's the
okay.
guitarist?
Maybe it is.
Jim Core.
Jim who?
Jim Core.
Oh, does he make Coors beer?
That is evil.
We don't know.
I'm trying to get something going.
I got nothing to say about this guy. What's going on with you two lately up there in Ireland? Anything? What are they scheming? What are they working on?
They still live in Dalkey in Dublin, as far as I know.
I'm
Just
wondering
living
if
their
they've. I made this joke on Twitter, but they're saying, I wonder if Bono's calling the Edge, going like, "Is there any footage of Rattle and Hum we can use? Maybe we could do an expanded version of that." Not really. Remember that Rattle and Hum?
Yeah, the concert. It was a concert, right? They filmed like the documentary around it.
They
Right?
did a full Beatles rip where they did the concert on the roof. Like,
Right.
guys, the
was a
ego's
VH1
there to
classic.
be like,
Dismiss.
we're the Beatles, so we should do that too. We're basically as good. I mean, I don't have a big problem with you two. You? Not the best.
Not my personal fave.
I like some stuff.
They're not villainous.
No,
I mean, I think they actually do some good humanitarian work.
I believe so.
They have a song called "I Will
Yeah, no
Follow,"
problem
so
with
maybe
you
they'll follow the Beatles' top thing. So,
I'll follow the sun.
yeah.
Is Steven Tyler on that list yet?
No,
up there?
I'd
Let's
put him
get-
on the
let's-
list.
Yeah, let's get him
mean,
up
I
there.
was gonna say Rick James also. Didn't he like kidnap a
Rick
girl
James.
for a while?
How about?
Oh yeah,
I
he
like
was.
Rick James.
How about?
He's great.
For a while.
How about recent guest of the Joe Rogan podcast?
but is he right?
Ted Nugent.
Ted Nugent.
Wow.
Second time on. Look him up, people. Look at what he did.
Can I tell that Neil Hamburger joke you heard the other? Just to attribute it to him.
Yeah, I already forgot what it was. It was knock knock.
Knock knock.
Right.
Yeah.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Luke.
Luke who?
Look up Steven Tyler's. He's a bad guy. Look him up.
Luke up Steven Tyler underage wife. Or
Yeah,
something
yeah,
like that.
yeah. It's like
Oh well, if we're talking about underage wives, then we've got Bill Wyman.
Bill Wyman.
Oh my God.
But are these villains?
I mean,
That's
it's a
pretty
broad.
weird.
Oh, Tiny Tim.
Yeah.
Tiny Tim's a total villain.
Top of that
villain.
list.
The king.
He's gonna just run away with it. How's everything going over in Ireland, by the way?
Things are good. I don't know, like cases were going back up and stuff, and regulations are coming back in.
Cases
but,
of Guinness.
Okay, here we go.
Very good. Yeah, it's too bad, man. It's too bad. This we can't shake this coronavirus, can we? Bad news.
No,
I got
you know.
the coronavirus, and I got my booster the other day, so I'm all clear. Abortion, they're gonna get rid of that.
Yeah, that's
That's out the window.
Wait, Ireland is?
No, America.
No,
I don't don't think they have it.
we
in
only
Ireland.
legalized that. We legalized
There
it
was
like
a
5 years
terrible
ago.
school shooting the
fresh.
other day.
Things are going great.
Terrible school shooting is awful, and it doesn't even make the news. I mean, it makes the news, but it's like, yeah,
It's not big news.
it's just another day.
No wonder these doomers are getting out there.
I know. Listen.
Yeah, how is
sympathize.
not everyone a doomer at this point?
Or a doomsday prepper, at
Yeah,
least.
right.
All right, let's take another Zoomer. It's one that's not a doomer.
What about a doomsday celebrator? Somebody who can't wait for it.
Those are, I mean, I've
They
watched some
exist.
good
Maybe that's the way to
documentaries
go.
about those people.
That's the way to
They
go.
exist,
Instead
right.
of being all scared, just
Right.
be like, can't wait.
You know what's coming.
Yeah,
There's
exactly.
a party. Yeah.
Marianne
Let's
has
lean
a
into
palate
it.
cleanser
Exactly.
for us, right, Marianne?
Yeah, I got a pun. I've got a housework pun. So, my husband Dave and I, you met Dave, non-binary golf shirt makes
Yes.
him look like the bully from Pee-wee's Big
Yes.
Adventure. So we do our dishes.
I felt bad because
We
it
do our-
really cracked me up, but then I felt like I hurt his feelings a little bit.
We sent him a
You
hat.
know what?
He's fine.
Dave's happy. He totally got a kick out of it, so he's good. But anyway, we do our dishes at home by hand.
Naturally.
And I found out that when you're doing your dishes by hand, so is everybody else in the world. Like it happens at the exact same time, no matter like when you do it. And I found out the reason why. And do you know?
No, what is the reason why everyone does their dishes at the same time?
By hand.
Because by hand, because it's in sync.
Oh.
Wow.
Clever.
Okay.
A lot to
Right?
think about.
Thank you.
I don't know why the in hand had to be specific. You mentioned
Because otherwise
Well,
it would
'cause
be
if-
done by a dishwasher.
Is your dishwasher in a sink, right?
Would be in washer.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Thanks, Marianne.
Are you going to these new rules?
Wrong number.
Wake up.
Are you going to see Jordan express his opinions about
Wake up.
the new rules?
Thank you.
Oh, why did you silence
She's
her?
been silenced by YouTube.
I think she
Silenced.
did by accident.
You know what's funny? Not to keep harping on this
Marianne,
Rogan
you got
thing we did,
muted
but
somehow. I'm back.
you know, one of the big complaints. Oh, we should get to the complaints or the reactions.
yeah.
to the
Oh,
Rogan
yes.
thing. What people are upset because I guess I saw an article about this, but YouTube got rid of their downvote.
Well,
Or-
that's in there. Don't spoil it. There's a comment in there regarding that.
Oh, well, I just did spoil it. I mean, that's one of the comments is that, look at these guys, they disabled the dislike button. You know, and I'm like, no.
Wait, they thought you did it? Or
Yeah.
we did it?
You just can't handle the criticism.
And the perfect video to disable the dislike button for. All right, so these are a few of the reactions. I would say, I get a little prickly with negative comments because I happen to be a fan of my work. Right?
As you should be.
Yeah.
Do you get negative stuff on your music?
Oh, you don't even want to know.
Really?
Trolls like crazy.
Yeah. And do you? Does it bother you?
I try
Honestly.
to not let it get under.
But
I
honestly.
mean, yeah, sometimes.
Do you think it's like other musicians?
Hey, this show
Yeah,
just
we
got.
did.
Hey, this show just got real.
They got what, too angelic sounding? I mean, it looks too good.
No.
Can't do it. Hey,
Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Not jazzy enough.
Not jazzy enough for me.
I said, Matt, gather up and this particular video we did got overwhelmingly positive. And I know I've done enough stuff where I'm like, okay, people generally seem to think this is funny or got what we were going for. So I felt confident in saying, like, what's funny is the people that they got mad about it, or they missed the joke, or they have a lot of opinions about it. So I asked Matt to pull up a few reactions. What's the consensus, Matt?
Oh, I mean, well, overwhelmingly.
Well,
positive, of course,
where
but-
can I see these?
I've got them organized by where they're from.
Oh, okay,
So
right.
this
Because
is
see,
on
the other
Twitter.
thing that happened was it got disseminated in such weird ways. Like Jeremy put a post up and Rajat put a post up, and it got it kind of like in a nice way, kind of spread out in a fun way.
Proliferated.
Yeah.
Proliferated.
I mean, this one's
virally.
crazy. This was up to almost 900,000 views like yesterday when I pulled it, so it's probably even more. just
Even
from this
more.
tweet.
You can't take away numbers here.
Yeah, probably.
But so what was this all about? I do not see the point of this convo at all. Yeah, we've come far. So what? Make a point that hits us and makes us actually think.
Well, Tim, this isn't a hater. This is just
no.
somebody
This is
that
a guy
doesn't-
that didn't know
Right.
it was a bit, right? That's fine. That's fine.
Well, when you
That's
see
fine.
the
That's fine.
the anime emoji though, you know
Yeah.
they're
See, comments like this are exactly what they're referring to. I can't believe this is where we are. So this guy's probably playing along.
He's trolling.
And then in
Yeah.
what
He's got a
sense they
Tim
were talking
Robinson
about
face.
basic
Right.
history and other basic stuff. The entire convo had no meaning whatsoever.
I mean, they're digging in. This guy, you can tell by the anime icon.
Yeah.
They're turd.
Confused.
I'll say it.
First, don't even know who they are. First of all,
Okay.
this is the funniest thing that happens all the time. People go, I don't even know who you are. I'm like, so what? Or also, learn. It's like not that hard to just type my name.
How do they know
or-
who anyone is at this point? Like,
Yeah.
you
Why
learn.
would you be open about that? Like, why would you express that
They're
part
trying
of it?
to say that you're nobody or something.
But why do they need to be deplatformed? All right, so this is another person that doesn't get it. 2 minutes of talking amounted to no opinion, no information gained, no thought provocation. No thought how do you say it?
Provocation.
Provocation. What did I miss? It's so it's what it is. It's like embarrassing to me that like when someone says I don't understand or who are they or
well, do you
what
notice-
did I miss?
Yeah.
It's sort of like don't type that. Like just go off and you don't have to express that.
The thing is, they always double down too. Like if you
Right.
dig into these threads, they're not.
No,
they
there's no learning.
But you recognize it. Go back there a
Well, I
second.
know. I
Matt.
like
back,
his.
go back.
I
'Cause,
like
like-
the guy that's playing
Yeah.
along.
Yeah,
But
the-
like in
the
his
response.
in his
I
name,
also,
yeah.
I mean, they also go, but why do they need to be deplatformed?
But he has a,
Like they want to support the.
Yeah,
he's got a lobster icon in his name, so you know what that means, right?
No, what's that mean?
Jordan Peterson fan.
No, really?
Yeah.
That's
Big
the
fan
Jordan
of the
Peterson
12th
icon?
rule.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what's
Big
the
fan.
12th
He's a
rule?
lobster,
Eat
right?
lobster?
Eat lobster.
Rule
Fair.
33 is drawn butter. It should be used with your lobster.
Exactly.
No, because he based his whole book on the lives of lobsters, and I think the relationships between the parents and stuff. You don't know this?
No.
Yeah, it's a
That's
whole thing.
bananas.
He's
Wow.
that's why he's
Lobster
always
guy?
Pretty
that's
smart.
why he's always posing with even though lobsters like shit out their face and stuff. Like that, too.
That's
Still,
why.
That's
you
why
know,
you
or
should
maybe
be-
it's urinate out their
Children.
face, but
It goes back to the dinosaurs.
it tastes good.
I don't have any idea what is going on except that I'm hungry for a hamburger.
That's just cute. That's just cute.
that's nice.
These aren't even worth mentioning.
That's
Tim.
reasonable.
I know. I asked them to
Who
pull.
pulled these?
It's just
Okay, Matt's just going.
Keep
some
going.
jokes.
Keep going.
this one was good.
Isn't that nice?
I listened to this whole thing fully expecting y'all.
This is a favorite subgenre of mine. Is like people giving satire advice.
Oh,
They're not satisfied with some
right.
aspect of it, and they're like, "You should have done this. You should have
Yeah,
used this."
any
line."
way to cut it down.
Yeah.
Armchair comedians.
There is that. Yeah, there is that. Like this would have been funnier if dot.
Yeah, and
this
then the
this was
responses.
this was funny, but it was too long.
Yeah, it should have ended with this, and then Casey, this response is like, you weren't satisfied with the Rock growing to King Kong size.
Yeah, or someone said, the only thing that would have made this better is if blah blah blah.
Yeah.
That's at least kind of positive.
It is positive. I mean, somebody was like, they should have had the fuck ducker instead of Fuddruckers. It should have been the thing from Idiocracy. It's like, but we're smart and funny, and we know that would have been largely disappointing because it's like, well, that joke already exists.
Right. Exactly.
I'm not interested in just stealing a joke from something else.
Recycling.
Yeah. So we just use the straight Fuddruckers, who, by the way, came out and said that they are not. They admitted that they are not an official sponsor of.
After somebody said bans Fuddruckers. So that's really easy to do because I haven't seen the Fuddruckers in like 20 years.
I mean, I
They
got a
banned
bunch.
themselves.
Just quickly go. Thanks a lot. 2 minutes. This I love when people. Somebody was a good one. They said this sucked. I only made it 20 seconds in. How do you judge something at 20 seconds? Okay. I'm a college professor. I teach public speaking. This honestly sounds like a speech by a stoned freshman. Well, it's absolute, but that could be a positive thing because that's kind of what we're going for.
A free thinker. Yeah, exactly.
Opinion about what? They never expressed an opinion beyond things are fucked up without ever elaborating on what things they're. Okay.
So now this is an interesting. The Fighter and the Kid subreddit, actually hugely supportive.
What's that?
Fighter and the Kid is Brendan Schaub and
the Cullen.
Cullen, who I'm pretty obsessed
Brian
with
Callen?
those people. Brian Callen, yeah, they're just this is like
I don't know any
MMA
of these
guys. You would
They're
love
comedy store kind of guys.
They,
Yeah.
you know, they come.
Denzines
like,
of the comedy
ironically,
store.
you would love it.
We don't say Denzines enough.
Have you ever seen
So this
Brian
they
Callen at the
loved
comedy
it.
store?
I have not. No.
Oh, you got to check it out.
I love that. Well, there's obviously there's a group of people out there, that are going to understand that they have a sense of humor about the things that they actually like.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Tim doing Rogan's perfect. He gets all the subtle shit that Joe does on the regular snuck in. Yeah. I want a bad shit, not good shit.
I know.
Homeboy thinks he's Joe Rogan.
And then
That's
he
the
gets
joke.
downvoted. Yeah.
Oh, look at 33 downvotes.
This is on the so like that's what happens is they down anyway, whatever. This is the actual Joe Rogan Reddit.
When you got
This
when
is
Joe got
positive,
that
too.
stupid sign behind him, I knew he finally gave in and became a huge narcissist. Okay.
That's spelled incorrectly.
Imagine Joe
A
watching
Narcan
this.
cyst.
Narcan.
Mm-hmm. Lots of reactions. Tim Heidecker's the best. See, this is not what I asked for.
Here's some negative.
Okay, please. I can't read that. You should actually look into.
That was painful. I might have lost IQ points from this video. Thanks, frowny face. As a scientist who understands biology and immunology, I can categorically say that his claim that crab salts will eradicate all disease is maybe complete and utter horseshit.
That's it. I mean, that guy could be playing along. We don't know. That guy could just be.
I like when people say as a scientist.
Here's a real negative one for you.
I love this. Tim Heidecker is the definition of postmodern trash.
That's got to feel good.
Yeah. Everything.
Wait, what was
They
that?
say everything I do is never serious, and I'll parody people instead of actually
Oh,
trying.
that's like an impression of you. He's doing like a little impression.
Right. then he-
Everything I do is never serious.
Yeah, then he goes into the first person after the third person.
Put some quotes
person.
around that dipshit.
And I like that he thinks that Rogan is a serious person too. Like who wants to get like the information from that? Or facts.
Anyways.
And then this is in the YouTube comments.
Oh, the YouTube comments are where it's at.
Oh god.
Cowards
really mean
removed.
now.
This is what I was talking about. LOL. Coward removed dislikes after exploiting the biggest podcast in the world. They're also defensive of him. Like he's the most popular podcast in the world. How could you make fun of him?
That makes it quite easy, actually.
3 beta soy men trying to parody an actual Chad because it's funny.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, shots fired.
An actual Chad. Imagine like being proud of these terms. That you're like Jamie Line. That's not a good one. Spot on, guys. Emulating Rogan. Is this guy
just
trying to
shows
make
you
a
the
joke, or is he trying
range.
to emulate an actual good podcast?
Shots fired, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, that's enough of this. Thank you.
Shots fired.
I'm going to be accused of being up my own ass. I just think it's funny. What else?
Shots fired.
That's all we got.
Pearl, I know. I know that's all we got of that. It is noon. What is going on in your? What's happening? What's the plan? Are you just trying to get out of the year at this point? What are we looking forward to?
Yes, sir. Oh, in terms of actual things that are happening?
Yeah.
Well, we're supposed to go to Europe next year, but that's
don't know.
kind of all
Touch
up in
and
the
go.
air at
Is
the
it
moment.
booked?
It's booked, but I mean, I think we all know that at
It
this
might
time,
not.
anything
Really?
that's booked doesn't.
So the inside scoop. I don't want to move the markets too much here, but people are saying I'm tanking the stock market right now. But there is the insider. As you talk amongst yourselves, there is the feeling that next year is going to be another challenging year for.
There's a lot of shutdowns being discussed in a lot of the countries. So I think because also with Brexit and everything, like it's just not as easy to go from. We have shows in the UK and then we have to
Right.
go to Europe, and every country has different restrictions and stuff.
Yeah.
So we'll just have to kind of wait and see. But we'll definitely be there at some point. And we have a new song coming out in January that Michael and I wrote together.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, and is this album the song that you played earlier? Is that on? That's out as an album?
Yeah, my
As an
album, Magic Mirror. It's a whole album, that one song. It's called Magic Mirror, the record. It came out in January. So we'll have a new one soon. But
So it's been a year.
It's been a year, and it's getting to the year-end lists, as you mentioned. So give it a listen,
Year-end
people.
lists, ladies and gentlemen. You're not going to see my single Dark Days on any lists. I never receive any accolades for my musical career. I only.
We can change that.
It's on my list.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. What's your favorite jazz record of this 2021?
You. Because you came out of left field unexpected.
Well, it's not jazz, though. It's
I know.
singer-songwriter.
Yeah, I'm aware of what it is.
It was the notes you didn't play that were jazz,
Exactly.
I think.
Vic?
Exactly.
In between the grooves. Vic, final thoughts?
No, I'm gonna watch Get Back very soon. I'm
not
very
seen it
excited about it, and you can
It's
get it on
so
Disney
good.
Plus. That's where it is. Sign up. You can lump your Disney Plus with Hulu, and then you get ESPN too. So it's kind of cool. It's worth it.
Matt, final thoughts?
I want to cede my final thought to Doc Hollywood on Zoom.
Oh, here we go. Michael
Doc
J. Fox.
Hollywood, Michael J. Fox?
Doc Hollywood, are you there?
Whoa.
Is that MF Doom?
Hello.
R.I.P.
Wow.
Just
Hey,
in
everybody.
honor of all the doomers and the villain talk, I thought I had to throw this on.
Oh.
Nice.
Oh.
What's your final thought?
I get it.
I think just as like an aside, you guys already said Jerry Lee Lewis, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Any others?
I'm a physician, so just wanted to let everyone know to be safe out there and mask up where appropriate. And
What's your COVID advice for us? Are you a supporter of the vaccine?
oh yeah, absolutely.
Are you a doctor? Are you a doctor?
Yes, I have an MD.
You're a medical doctor. You're a practicing doctor.
Yeah,
Who's a nut wearing a mask on my show, by
I'm
the way,
applying
but-
for residence. I'm applying for residency.
You have a medical degree,
That is accurate.
and you recommend people get the vaccination for COVID-19.
In accordance with CDC recommendations, absolutely. Whatever, I'm not familiar at what age they start recommending it, but that's the age.
You
that
trust
I,
the CDC to and follow their guidelines in the case of this vaccine.
Absolutely.
And do you support masking where it's appropriate and where it makes sense, and following the local and state and federal guidelines in that regard?
But yes, 100%.
Oh, it's government shill. Okay.
And what do you say to the motherfuckers who think that you're nuts, huh?
That's just what people are going to point at. Anytime somebody who stands and says like, "Oh, I'm like a scientist," and anytime a scientist gets something wrong, it looks bad from an optics point of view. But that's just what science does. Science is always wrong and getting a little bit right, a little bit more correct. So.
Right.
Isn't it just a little easier though to just get COVID and then shop around for a doctor to get ivermectin prescriptions? And I mean it's probably only like $2,000, $3,000.
Monoclonal.
Isn't that a little easier to do?
That's what Rogan would do.
Yeah.
Yeah, what
Get a drip. Throw the kitchen sink at it. Throw the kitchen sink.
The kitchen
at it.
sink.
Human doses. Only take drugs in human doses.
Robert Pollard from the band Guided by Voices had a song called "I Am a Scientist." Would you listen to him?
Can I ask a question?
more of a I am the wall. More of an I am the walrus.
Yes, Doug.
I know you trust the CDC, but do you trust the A CDC?
Hell's bells, baby. Hell's
Let's
bells.
go out on that note, because Doug, that's your final word. Thank you so much to Jazz Guy and Pearl Charles. Thank you for
Thank
coming
you
in
for
and playing
having
that
me.
beautiful music for us. Thank you to Zoomers far and wide. One more time for the great Office Hours community, officialofficehours.com. Is there any music? Do I have to just fucking sound like a dope here? Michael Rault, I got that name correct now. For the beautiful acoustic guitar soloing is not an easy thing to do. A lot of people hide it with a lot of effects, but no, you're just raw.
I just make my mistakes in the front.
Come see us if you live in the Los Angeles area. December 16th, it's going to be a blowout holiday show right downtown in the Regent Theater where I filmed my stand-up special. Season finale, we're not on next week's season finale of On Cinema hits hard next week on highnetwork.tv. Vic, anything to plug? Your Vice shows out?
Yeah, check out my Vice shows, Vice News. Christmas episode's coming out. Watch the Thanksgiving. Watch the
You're just making
weight
a ton
loss
of these
one.
shows.
I gotta
right.
do what I gotta do. Yeah.
Well, no, you're happy to
yeah.
do it, right?
Yeah, I'm happy to do it. I love it.
Doug?
I made a couple 3 Christmas songs with my friend Sir Spence, and they're gonna come out hopefully this week sometime. So
Okay.
stay tuned for that.
And thanks to Alan Resnick. Go follow Alan Bath Time on Instagram and support. And Desert Days, the concert film, is available. You'll find that everywhere. I've been posting about it, and you can watch from the comfort of your own toilet.
What about Jazzman?
Yeah, oh, I got a friend.
Oh, yeah.
I know we're out of stories. But
Sotomare.
Sotomare, of course. That's in San Francisco, coming in there. I got a friend, Anna Seregina. She's doing a solo show at the Elysian Theater on December 11th.
I haven't been to that Elysian Theater yet. It looks fun.
You gotta go.
I checked it out.
It's nice.
Great
Doug?
acoustics.
Great acoustics.
Yep.
Thank you. We'll see a little jazz there sometime.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you in a couple weeks.
Seasons are changing. The seasons, they do change. The days go on. The days go on. The days go on. Love you. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye. 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 Don't miss next week's broadcast. Okay. Yes. 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 But anyway, yes. 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 But anyway, yes. 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 Seasons are changing. The seasons, they do change. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
Friendly person who just wants to laugh and have fun. Straight white men are not allowed to talk. Straight white men are not allowed to talk. Straight white men are not allowed to talk. You can never be woken up. Straight white men are not allowed to talk. You can never be woken up. That's the problem. It keeps going. Straight white men are not allowed to talk. Fucking crazy time. You can never be woken up. That's the problem. It keeps going. It keeps going further and further and further down the line. And if you get to the point where you capitulate, where you agree to all these demands, it'll eventually get to straight white men are not allowed to talk. Right. Because it's your privilege to express yourself when other people of color have been silenced throughout history. It'll be, you're not allowed to go outside because so many people were in prison for so many years. I mean, I'm not joking. No, I know. Really, we're getting it. It's that crazy. You just gotta be nice. And there's a lot of people that are taking advantage of this weirdness in our culture. And then that becomes their thing. Their thing is calling people out.
Yeah, most definitely. But I do feel like there's